Anyways, sorry.
I do be doing that before I go to bed.
Yeah, people watch
TikTok. Scrolling TikTok.
My mom is an avid TikTok scroller now.
Really?
She loves it.
Or
she loves it.
Have we showed up on your mother's For You page?
What's her algorithm?
Weird like fart pranks. What? Recipes.
Your mom's got a slapstick sense of humor,
our
eh?
podcast. Dogs doing weird things. Dog humor, dog tips. That's my mom's thing.
I got a lot of
sports.
dogs.
She gets a lot of sports now. I don't know. She's all over the place. Anyways, Tresor owes me $500, but we're gonna get into that.
Happening.
You are
$100.
It's not happening.
Let me get the intro.
Play the intro, please.
Like Zoie, mama, I go
Relentless.
What up, Zoe?
Relentless.
What up, Zoe?
Relentless.
Shut the f up, Clyde. Except Trey. They're relentless.
Anyways, y'all, before I cuss Tresor's rotted, listen.
You gonna start with violence?
Yes. Welcome to episode, 26, 27?
27.
27 of the Relentless Diaries. I'm your main host. Well, you can call me Zoe, Big Zoe. You know, people start to call me Zoe. Yeah, before you guys do your intros, people started to call me Zoe lately, like just people like don't know me. And I don't know how I feel about like before I used to hate it. Because like, yo, if you don't know me, don't call me Zoe.
Zoe is a very personal thing for you.
It used to be, but now it's like, anyone can call me Zoe now. I kind of just like the way it sounds. It's just cute and short.
Interesting.
I mean, my real name is cute. It's what the E just is so hard to say. Zoe, really.
One syllable instead of two.
Anyways, whatever. I like when people refer to me as Zoe. It's kind of cute. Anyways, before I cuss Tresor out, go do your intro, please.
What's good in the hoodie? It's your boy Tresor, a.k.a. Vote for me for the Creator Legacy Award. The voting is finished on Friday at 6 o'clock.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
Yes, sir. Mr. Flying Jiggy, Clyde Smitty, podcaster, rapper, actor. Make the money come faster. Wow.
Make the cunny come faster.
Make the honeys come faster. Oh no, I meant arrive. Like they come in the premises.
Copy
faster. Yeah,
for sure.
YouTube, relax.
Anyways, guys, Tresor.
I missed what happened there.
Tresor is a fraud.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do this.
I'm not accepting.
I'm gonna try to.
I'm not accepting.
Since this is in the first 40, like not even 40 seconds, a minute into the episode, I'm not gonna cuss because YouTube. But Tresor is a nasty, fake.
You could call me whatever you want.
So listen, before we started recording, right? Tresor was doing his whole rant about, you never come out when I invite you out, blah, 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 which is a lie. So I said, bro, I'm listing out places that I've attended where Tresor invited me to. And I want people to please DM me, DM Tresor, I need to hear this view, okay? Because I know I am owed $500. So Tresor said, yeah, you never come out, whatever. I said, yes, I do. I've been here. And one of the places I listed was I came to Scooters when you invited me. Scooters is a roller skating palace. If anyone doesn't know, if you're listening from a different country or city, whatever. So Tresor invited me to Scooters last year, and I went to Scooters. This man said, no, it was 2 years ago. I said, no, Tresor. Scooters was last year. He said, Scooters was definitely 2 years ago. And I said, okay, bet me. Because I know Scooters was last year, as in 2022. I said, bro, Scooters was not in 2021. This man decides to pull up his phone and scroll through his Snapchat memories trying to find the Scooters evidence. And I said, bro, thank you. I said, shake my hand because I know for a fact it was last year. I'm not going to say what I wanted to say. Tresor decided to shake my hand and bet $500 that we did not go to Scooters last year. This man said, okay, we went in March 2022. Is that not last year?
I mean, yeah, it would fall on the last calendar year.
Okay, so am I not owed $500?
And I'm saying, on a technicality,
stop. Am I not owed $500?
Wait, why did $500 become the wager?
Because I just said bet me, because I knew I was right. So I said bet me. I said bet me $500. And he shook on it quick, didn't even dispute it, shook on it. Handshake.
I mean, it's like in passing, kind of like
what? Y'all some BITCHs.
I don't have the gambling addiction that you have, though. So like,
the reason why I'm not
have a problem.
The reason why I'm not jacking this is because
the way you accepted that. Yeah, I do have a
A
brother.
calendar year, by definition, is 365 days. 365 days ago was not March 2022.
Okay.
So
But
it was over a year. I was wrong in saying it was 2 years, but you were not right in saying it was a year.
I never said it was a year. I said it was last year.
So now one word changes the whole thing?
What do you mean? That was the initial bet. What are you talking about? The initial bet was last year. I never said it was exactly calendar to this day 1 year ago.
Okay, so if it falls under 2 years and over 1 year, what does that count as?
Right. It was last year. It doesn't matter. If it
was
even
over a year ago,
If
though.
it was December 2021, even if it was December 2021, I'm still wrong because that is 2 years ago.
Yeah, but that's more definitive than when it's over a year but under 2 years.
No. Even if it was January 2022, it was still last year.
Yeah, but it's the time frame. If it was
You're full of
if it was last summer,
shit.
if it was last
a new
summer, then yes, that's definitive. That's last year. That's wrong. The beginning of last year
This guy's talking about
falls
seasons.
within the time frame.
This guy's talking about seasons. If it was,
It's over a year.
No, you're full of crap.
Is it not over 12 months ago? Yes or
It
no?
doesn't matter.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
It does not matter.
Answer the question.
It doesn't matter.
Yes
it
or
does
no?
not matter. The bet was last year.
Is it not over 12
Why
months
are you
ago?
bringing 12 months? It wasn't 12
Because
months
that's
ago.
what a year is. Words mean something.
He's
A
saying
year
you
is-
round up.
words mean
If
something.
you round up, then it's 2 years then?
No.
Yes.
Because it's
Basically.
because March would be 7 months, and 7 is more than 6.
How if you
So,
round
like-
up, is it 2 years? Did you guys even graduate school?
I'm just look.
Did you guys even graduate
I'm trying to
school?
mediate between you two. I'm just saying.
There's no mediate.
All I'm
right.
saying is-
I won the bet.
I was wrong in saying it was 2 years ago.
Okay.
But it was not a year ago. It was
I never
over a
said
year
it was
ago.
A year ago. I never said it was a year ago. I said it was last year. Last year, 2022. That is what happened. It was March 2022.
You know how they say two things can be right? Maybe two things can be
no,
wrong at the
no,
same time.
no.
And I think this is an example
Hold
of
that. Hold that.
that. I'm trying, guys.
You're a fraud. You are a fraud.
No.
Big fraud.
Nope. It was over 12 months
Fake.
ago. It was over 12 months ago.
I want no stories of fake you.
It was over 12 months ago.
Yo,
You can
this
still vote for him, but you know you're voting for a fake man.
It was over 12 months
Yo.
ago.
Vote. You're still my dog, and I want people to vote. I want you to win, but you are a fraud.
vote for Tresor.
It was
Vote
over
for
12
Tresor,
months
but you
ago.
are a fraud.
And I hope you guys know that this
And I hope
all
you know if
and
you guys
this
see-
all
This
started.
happened 5 minutes
all-
before we were about to record.
No,
too.
and
Like,
this
guys.
all started because Zoe is hanging on to the 2 times that she's come to somewhere in the last 24 months.
No, that's not why.
That's
That's not why. I've come to multiple things in the last 24 months. And it hasn't even been 24 months!
Okay. Turn the mic down.
It hasn't even been 24 months. Oh my God.
It's been
Within
closer
The
to
lies,
24
the
months than
lies,
it has
the
been to
lies.
12.
Within the last 24 months, I said, you've been to 2 things.
That is a lie.
Where else have we gone?
We've gone out a lot.
No, we haven't.
A lot would be more than 2.
No, we haven't.
And if it is less than 2, then like technically you're
It's
like,
more
are
than
you
2.
the fraud in this situation?
I am not a fraud. First of all, listen. Whatever you're trying to do right now,
I'm
don't do
trying to
it.
gaslight
Because I have 2 fists, and I can fight 2 men at the same time. I'll do it.
Okay.
Like, Rolling Loud does
Okay.
not count.
I never counted Rolling Loud. Did I say Rolling Loud, or did you say Rolling Loud?
The barbecue at my cousin's crib,
Okay.
scooters,
Okay.
where else?
There's been other parties you invited me to that I came to.
That I invited you to, or there was a party that we both went to? That's
No.
completely different.
Ones that you invited me to.
That's completely different because we went to that thing in Kensington,
Which
but
one
that
was
wasn't a party that I invited you to. Remember, it was outside. It was like
Oh,
a party
yeah, yeah.
outside.
And we were supposed to pod that day, and you guys were like, "Hey, the party ends at 10, and like we want to pod, but like we'll see how we feel at 10 o'clock, and then we might come
Was
by
that,
and
that
record."
happened that day?
Yes, that happened that day.
That party wasn't even on a Tuesday, though.
I think it was on a Sunday,
Word.
and then that's how we ended up at the trap with the slushy that you thought was
Yeah, I
was
won't talk
in-
about it.
Still trying to for the YouTube.
Anyways,
the first
yeah.
10 minutes.
Anyways, y'all, moving on. But Tresor's a fraud.
Yeah, whatever. Call me YK Osiris. Get it back in blood.
Yo, don't tempt me, eh? I know hitters with some real demon eyes.
Okay,
Anyway.
Doja Cat.
That was a Drake reference, you fool.
We were all in great spirits, and then this bet came. I think, Zoe, like, what's going on? Like, it's week 2 in the NFL and everything.
Yo, don't
now you're getting real about the bets and the money, who owes you this and that.
Yelling at me.
No, yeah. Zoe, what's going on here? What's
yelling
going on,
at
Zoe?
me because I didn't repost the podcast clips this week.
But you didn't, though.
Do I have to repost?
She was violent
all of
about
them?
something else.
100%.
She was violent
Even
towards
Clyde
me about something completely unrelated. But when I
Clyde
walked
called
into,
you-
what's going on, Zoe?
Hold
Why
on.
are you so upset?
This is not turn the tables on Zoe Day. Clyde
going
also
on,
said,
Zoe?
yeah, Tresor, I noticed you didn't post the pod this week because you're trying to, like, move sick.
I did notice.
Now you're adding sauce.
How am I adding sauce?
You added because you're trying to move sick.
Yeah.
How are you assuming that?
So why didn't you post the pod this week?
I don't know.
Yeah, because you're trying to move sick.
Maybe.
Well, he's got an award he's trying to. He's pushing that.
Yeah, but let it slide.
I'm focusing on the award.
Yeah.
And I felt like maybe podcast clips where I'm talking salaciously don't fit in with the brand of the Black Creator Academy.
Hold on, wait, but you weren't talking
Got your
salaciously
ass.
in the clip.
This week it was some pretty crazy clips.
On
Think
the
about
one
what you
that went
just posted.
The
It was
one
pretty-
that went live, the one that we were talking about that, the one that literally went viral crazy. You weren't talking salaciously.
Did I not repost that one?
No, you didn't.
Oh,
and
well,
it went viral without you, baby.
There you go. So you don't need me to repost
But
it.
we
There.
do. Be a supporter
you
of the
go.
show that you're on.
There you go. You guys can
No.
stand on your own 10 toes.
You are a part.
Hey.
Don't do that. Don't act like you're not a part of this team.
I am definitely a part of it.
Okay.
But you don't need me to repost every single clip.
We do.
No, you don't.
It's
You don't
being a-
need me. It helps, but you don't need me to, is what I'm saying.
Why? Why don't you want to support the team?
That is completely different than you don't need me to.
We do.
No, you don't.
We do.
You don't need me to. It helps, but you don't need. Words mean something. Need.
Yeah, so did last year.
You
versus
don't
2 years ago.
need me to.
Anyways,
What's going on, Zoe?
I'm pissed that $500 is not in my bank account right
Word.
now.
Okay.
That's what's going on. I might have a betting problem. I might.
Those week 2.
I really might.
Those week 2 parlays didn't hit, eh?
You want to know something? So, I do have a little bit of a. Listen, my guy friends tell me to be a lady when it comes to sports, because apparently ladies can't bet on sports. I think that's unladylike to me.
Scaring the man dem behavior.
Why am I scaring the men? Men ask me for my parlay picks. That's how lit I am at this shit. So, anyways, week 1 I won some bread. So week 2 I'm like, yo, let me be easy. You know what I'm saying? I did a few parlays, but I just screenshot. I didn't put anything in though. 1, because I forgot to put stuff in before the game started. And 2, I'm like, yo, let me just take week 2 easy. It's gonna be a long season. You know what I'm saying? Like, slow and steady wins the race. So I'm checking the game. I think it was who was it? Who did the Bengals play?
I didn't.
I don't know. Whatever. So
only saw the Cowboys
football, whatever. And I'm like, yo, let me just check to see if my parlay would have hit. And I shouldn't have done that. And I checked, and everything I had in my parlay hit.
Oh.
And I didn't put it in. Every single effing thing in my parlay hit. And I did not put it in.
You know what the problem with gamblers
Oh, you want to know?
is?
It wasn't Bengals. It was Kansas City. Because I bet Travis Kelce to score a touchdown. I bet Patrick Mahomes over 250 yards. He had 304. I bet Isaiah Pacheco over 50 rushing yards. He had 75.
You made good bets. Yeah.
I bet Patrick Mahomes over 25 rushing yards. He had 35.
Oh, shit.
5-leg parlay.
That you just didn't press.
That I just didn't
send.
press.
You
I'm like,
didn't hit
I was
send
like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. And the 5th one is Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdowns. He had 2 touchdowns.
What was like the yield on it? Like, what were you?
I don't know. I just felt, I'm like, maybe I'll take this week off. Maybe not. And I also forgot to put it in. By the time I'm like, maybe it's meant to be. And I checked, I'm like, yo, every freaking thing I had in my parlay would have hit.
You know the thing with people that bet a lot? Betting people live in a constant state of delusion.
Ooh.
Because betting people live on if I did this, you know? Like, they're like, yo, if I bet on Patrick Mahomes, I would have won this, but you didn't.
I know.
They
So you
live in
can't-
the hypothetical.
Yeah, for sure,
They live
for
in
sure.
hypotheticals, and they don't live in the reality of realistically, you are losing more than you're winning. But you're saying, if I bet on this person, I would have won this.
But the thing is,
so now
it's
next
different.
time I'm gonna do it.
No,
and then
it's
next
different.
time it doesn't work. So now what?
This
If
time I
bet-
literally had it all listed. Like I have the screenshot in my phone. It wasn't like, like I check after, I'm like, I should have bet that. No, I literally had it all. But you're right. I didn't bet it. It's hypothetical.
Yeah, you didn't.
It's
And
nothing.
so that just wasn't your money to have.
It wasn't. You're very right. I'm not gonna harp on
Could
it.
people be doing the lottery like, yo, if I did 2, 4, 6, 8, I would have won $1 million.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
But
You're
you
right.
didn't.
You're right.
Do you bring God into it?
Got into gambling?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think God
I don't
wants
know.
you.
I don't
No,
think
because
God wants any
I
parts.
feel like people who like really have a problem with it, like they be like praying before doing bets and stuff like that, and they bring God into. I feel like you can't be a good gambler if you're
Actually,
bringing God
I won't
into it.
lie.
You know?
There have been moments where I'm close and I'm like, "Oh God, if you just give me,"
Oh, you're sick,
but I probably shouldn't do
baby
that.
girl.
But I'm just a natural prayer, though.
You're sick.
I just naturally pray. I'm a prayer. I know. I'm a stop because I know it's a sin.
Gambling is greed.
Gambling is greed. I'm not gonna lie to you. But oh my gosh, it's stuck. But I will stop bringing God into my sinning ways.
I
But
feel
one
like-
thing about listen, somebody's son got to get a Rolex, okay?
Okay.
Somebody's
All
son
right,
got to get a
all right,
Rolex.
all right.
And maybe, hey, listen, if I hit big, I know a lot of men gonna be like, "Yo, what it is, baby?"
I feel like a lot of women are trying to skate past the whole watch Rolex thing for
Why?
marriage, you know? Like the way that I tried to skate by my cheating story against Chloe Bailey, you know? Like they're trying to sweep it under the rug, you know? But
I've always said-
we're holding them in place, you know? We're
We
making
are.
sure, you know?
I've always said that when I get married, my husband is going to be on our wedding day saying I do in a Rolex. That's my bag.
What if he doesn't want a Rolex?
What man doesn't want a Rolex?
Some people don't like Rolexes.
Shut up.
What if he has higher taste than that?
Okay.
Did you see the
Relax.
discourse about like how some people feel it's ridiculous, the concept that people could grow apart in a marriage?
What do you mean?
I don't know. There was a tweet that said like, "Oh, sometimes you grow apart like in your marriage," and like there was another person that was like, "I can't, like this is childish," you know. And then she said
Were
something
they
related to
married?
God. Yeah, and she's like, "How do you make a bond to God?" And then some people were like, you know, getting married if you're not a super religious person doesn't even make sense.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I mean,
I was just
like,
curious if you saw
I
like
don't-
those.
for other people, I wouldn't agree with that. For me, I definitely want my marriage to have some aspect of God and, you know, blessing and whatever, something like that. But I don't think like just because if you're not religious and you get married, your marriage is not less valuable than mine just because I brought God into mine. I wouldn't say that. But I mean, there's been a lot of talk about marriages nowadays in pop culture. You know, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert separated. Tyler Perry made a huge comment about marriage that people were up in arms about. We can talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
What did Tyler Perry say? Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Why are you
I saw it.
What's the
But,
exasperation?
Why are you sighing?
What's the
the
exasperation for?
same 17 conversations on the internet just over and
Oh,
over
100%.
and over and over.
But the Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert part, right? Regardless, you know, sometimes marriages don't work out. I'm not surprised.
It probably stemmed from that.
She looks so shocked.
What happened?
I'm not.
Off Instagram, like
Oh, so you didn't know?
Oh, so that's breaking news to you.
found out live.
Yeah,
right here.
yeah. So they're separated. If you didn't know, whatever. She said they've been separated for a long time. Did I see it last? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know people's lives. We don't know people's lives. Sometimes it lasts, sometimes it doesn't. That's life, right? Some people were, you know, how they were kind of notorious for like apparently like having threesomes and bringing women into their bedroom, whatever. A lot of people were commenting and saying that they don't believe, like in a marriage, you should never bring a third party into your bedroom. Do you agree with that? Do you think that, you know, when you're married and that's your wife, would you be open to bringing in another?
Is this a topic?
I'm asking.
Did you write this down?
No, I just thought about it.
Oh, okay. No, for the most part, no, I don't think you should ever do that. No.
Yeah. Why?
Unless that's your bet, like unless you're Adam 22 or something like that. I feel like that's the
Ew.
only scenario where it's like,
Yuck.
no, I'm saying if you're making money off of it, if it's like
So if you're a porno couple.
yes, like that's the only context where I really see that making sense. But like, I guess like you're saying like, oh, why? Like I don't know. It's kind of like cheating. Like it's kind of just.
Is it cheating though? Because your wife is privy.
I think you're bringing. It's not cheating, but it's like you're bringing things into your marriage that are gonna cause bigger problems down the line.
So you think threesomes in marriages cause problems?
In relationships that you're seriously pursuing, yeah, I think threesome. I think you're
threesomes are for the horse.
a wild dude to try and introduce another woman into the bedroom if you really care about this girl.
Okay. What do you
I think that's kind of wild boy
It's a bit
behavior.
of a sticky one stove.
Is it sticky? Why? It's not sticky.
I kind of agree with him where it's like, I feel like just as a man, you're going to say that you're about it regardless.
Yeah.
If a girl brings it up, you're going to say that you're about it regardless. But I can see how that could be an issue because, first of all, like in this hypothetical situation. Does my girl like girls too, or is she just doing this for me?
That's
Let's
a good
say she
question.
likes girls too.
Even that is sticky because it's like now what are the boundaries of this threesome? Someone is gonna cross some sort of boundary at some point in time that someone's not gonna.
But
like.
are there? I mean, I've never had one. But
Yeah,
are there
some
boundaries
people-
in threesomes? Like,
Yeah,
is
some
everybody
people
messing
are
with
like,
everybody? Is
no,
everybody-
some people are like, you can't finish with this girl, or you're not allowed to kiss this girl, and like there's rules for threesomes.
I would think that if I had a threesome, it's kind of like it's open. Like I feel like you can do like
I don't. The
maybe
majority
not
of people
fi-
are
yeah,
not.
I feel like
on
maybe
that.
to like finish in the other girl would be kind of crazy. I'm not watching you nut another
or now he's paying more attention to that girl than you. Now you feel away, or she's making him do things that you've never done. Now you feel away. Like there's so many different things that can happen.
I feel like during sex I have main character syndrome. So if I, which I don't think I ever will, if I ever have a threesome, all man's got to focus on me. And when I say man's, I mean women and men. I don't think I can do a male.
Devil's triangle.
Yeah, like the woman has to like me and the man has to like me. Wait, what? Wait, what? You think devil's triangle? What does that mean?
What do you think
Keep
it
going.
means?
Devil's triangle. What do you
Yeah, it's an
mean?
Eiffel Tower.
They say when it's when they say it's two guys and a girl that it's a devil's threesome. That's
Yeah,
what.
or it's called the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
They also call the Bermuda Triangle the Devil's Triangle.
Oh dear God, I couldn't do two men and me. It would have to be
Okay.
a girl. I just feel like two male extensions
It's a lot to
is
accommodate.
a lot at one time, and I just don't have the mental capacity.
Not built for that.
I'll tell you straight up.
That's
I'm
fair.
not.
That's fair.
Swear
That's
to God, one male extension is enough for me. Cause sometimes y'all be doing things that I'm surprised. So if two male extensions are doing things, I might just have a heart attack.
I've said how like I do this job where I'm doing deliveries and stuff. One of the guys that I work with, this is very different walk of life for me, and he's always listening and he's always wants to come on. He would kill this right now because he's always talking to me about his girl that he's with, and he's older, different walk of life, and they go to like swingers lounges and stuff, and they go on the swingers cruises, and he has these crazy stories about going to the there's like a Oasis or something downtown Toronto, there's like a sex club and stuff. This is a thing, a lifestyle for couples.
100%.
So me saying that it's wrong, like, I don't know, that's kind of just how I feel about
don't
it,
think it's
But
wrong.
there's clearly people that are making this work and it's their lifestyle.
Yeah,
They
every
have
horn has to
successful-
get tooted by somebody. It's just not my horn to toot.
It's a good episode title.
Oh, yeah, write that down, Trey. But like I said, if I ever do have a three-way, it would have to be woman on me, man on me, not each other.
Not each other?
So like if it's like my man, which I don't think I'd
Yeah.
ever do. If my man
Thank you to my
or husband wanted a threesome, no, it's like you focus on me, she focuses on me. You guys don't interact though.
See, but this is what I was saying. Someone said that to me too, but it's like, how is that even a threesome then?
Because there's three of us in here.
No, but a threesome is three people interacting with each other.
She can give him oral.
But I can't
That's the
smash the
furthest
girl
boundary.
too.
No.
So what's the point? There's no point.
Well, that's my point. I don't want to do it.
So there's no at that point.
You're just watching. You're walking a slippery.
watching, yeah.
You're
At that-
walking a slippery slope. Like if you just give her a little bit too much attention, then it's a fight. Then
See,
you're in the dog.
at that point, there's no point because if I can't enjoy this full experience, there's no point in like halfway having a threesome. You might as
feel
well
that.
just
I
not. You
definitely
might as well
feel
just
that.
not do it. Or like I'm watching her eat you out. What does that do for me?
Doesn't that turn guys on?
I mean, it'd be kind of cool.
It's not your bag.
That'd be kind of sick.
Yeah.
But I'm just sitting here watching you do that. Why?
Yeah, stroke yourself. What's that got
Why?
to do with me?
Why am I doing that?
I don't know what. Watching your girl get pleasure. I thought guys like the girl on girl.
But if I'm telling you that doesn't do anything for me, you can't say, but guys like that. I'm telling you, I don't want that.
Okay, for you, that's between you and your girl to take up.
But now what though? After I'm watching her do that to you, now what?
Then you get your car maintenance.
And then I just have to. So throughout this whole time, I just have to like move around her. Like it doesn't make sense.
Man, these are Zoe's rules. There's nothing to do with y'all. This is what I would want. It doesn't have to make sense to you. I'm just saying, I don't want to do a threesome. I'm just saying, if I ever did, that would be it.
I just feel like,
And if I ever did it, like a real threesome, it could not be my man.
You know,
my bad
What?
to cut you
No,
off.
you said something on the podcast seasons and seasons ago
What did I say?
about an experience you had.
With what? A threesome? A non-threesome?
You said there was a guy, there was a girl.
Oh, I've tried. People have tried to finesse me to threesomes multiple times, but I've always declined. Like there's never been like sexual like three of like never. People have definitely tried to finesse me into them though. I did like a 3-way kiss in high school once.
Oh, okay.
That's like the closest I've ever gotten to like an actual like engaging, and that was just I don't know what the hell was going on at the time. 1, it's high school, like everyone's just being stupid. 2, I think it was a dare. 3, I was probably drinking.
I think a 3-way kiss is just for optics too.
It is just
That doesn't.
like this is not fun, friend. Like
That's not doing nothing.
It's just all you feel is just bodies. Like it's just you just feel.
I don't think I've ever
lips.
done that either, but it just looks. It doesn't look like.
It's just for like psychoticness.
Yeah.
It's just chaos.
But honestly, I think the older you get, or the older I get, is I kind of look at things a different way, and certain things that I feel like when we were younger that we say we may have wanted.
Yeah.
Girls kind of take that into when we were older, and it's like it's not the same anymore. So a situation like that where like me watching a girl eat out my girl, I feel like when I was younger I'd probably be like, oh yeah, that's fire. But now I'm like
Like it's
nah.
cool, but like it's not.
So you
yeah,
what you're saying is you got to go to Pound Town too with the shorty.
Yeah, because it's like, or she just might as well not be there at all. Or it's also like, because someone asked me, like, do you think your girl kissing another girl is cheating? And when I was younger, I was like, nah, it's not. Like, it's a girl. It's whatever. The older I get, I'm like,
Yeah, man. No. The older I got, I realized, that was kind of fucked up that I thought that was cool.
the
that she
older
was
I
good.
get, because really, it's like, it's still a person.
I mean, really, I would
It's a
never do
woman.
it. I would never do it. But
Yes.
I'm just
Saying
saying.
the older you get, the more you see women as people. That's crazy.
The older you get, the more women start to become real human beings, and I'm starting to realize that
And not just
You
figments.
were killing it until
and not
that.
just figment
And
of
not
my
just
sexual
figments of my
imagination.
imagination. Figments of my young sexual imagination.
Yeah, you were young. You had no idea.
You know what? Maybe women do have feelings and sexual desires that should not be done with my girl. That actually might be cheating.
No,
Yeah.
but what
'Cause
he's
it's more
saying,
of
though,
like like when you're younger, it's more like a fantasy. Like you just see
For
it
sure.
as
you know what I think it is? I think it's just one of the byproducts of how corn has just really done a number on males' perception and women's perception on what they think is good or, in a relationship.
I agree.
It also makes guys radicalizes like non-black people. Corn.
What do you mean? Corn radicalizes non-black people? In
Yeah,
what
it
sense?
does. In the sense that like, that acronym that we've talked about before.
Remind
It's
me.
also a British media organization.
Please remind me. I'm lost.
BB.
The BBC.
Oh, got it. Okay, you can say that.
Yeah.
don't know.
I think that genre and just the whole like
I like a BBC.
The-
It's a BBC.
the whole whatever. Get yours off.
Yeah.
Be a little
You know,
shot and everything.
a gay white man asked me if that's true.
What?
About all black guys.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right?
It's not.
And I try and talk about. There's been so many times I've tried to talk about.
It is not. There are some B's with LCs. So, yeah.
BLCs.
Yeah. There's not everybody.
LBCs.
Yeah. LBCs.
And they ain't from Long Beach.
But that's life.
I don't know. I hear LC. That's LBC to Viz.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Anyway.
There are definitely some LBCs.
I was
That's
making
life.
a point.
Radicalized.
Yeah, BBC genres and all that makes incels be like, oh, she's gonna go with the fucking black guys. Then she's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a fucking black guy.
Well, we
That's
knew
gonna-"
that, though.
No, but it like makes them hate black. Like,
Well, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Have we in
Yeah.
Yeah, I
this
think so.
With the-
specific
yeah.
line of
Close, yeah.
about how non-black people start hating black dudes because
Yep.
of the BBC stuff?
Yep.
Okay, my bad.
And incels,
But yeah, yo, I
don't
don't
wanna-
know. I don't think I'd like it too much if my girl was making out with an ex girl.
What if she
Adult,
asked
adult
for
me,
permission?
no,
Type of
yeah,
way.
adult me doesn't like that, but teenager
Teenage
Clyde,
What's going on?
teenager Clyde definitely was like, oh, I thought that was cool back then.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think it's like it's like they're trying to pull a fast one on you. It's like an old switcheroo
Yeah.
Okay.
because you're still making out with someone else. And it's one of those double standard things where if you're a heterosexual man, the woman will never feel how that feels to me.
Right. Okay. So are you breaking up with her?
I don't know if I'm breaking up with her, but
But
I'd
if she
have a
made out with another
conversation
man,
about
you're breaking
it.
up with her.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got him.
prove my point once again.
What was your point?
It doesn't really matter.
It does. It's
It
just a
doesn't.
double standard.
No,
That's what I
because
said.
you said,
It
yes,
matters.
it's still cheating, right? Fine. But you wouldn't break up with her. But if she made out with another man, you're breaking up with her.
I said I don't know if I would break up with her. My first reaction would not be to break up with her. No.
if it was a girl.
If it was a girl.
But your first reaction to break up with her if it was a man, you're
Yeah,
100%
but that also has to do with ego. That's not just who it is.
okay, as long as you can admit it.
Yeah, that's
That's
like you're with another man.
But
And
I'm also
once
with
again,
another
that's
girl.
a double standard thing that women will not have to deal with. So you're not going to really see where I'm coming from
Fair.
because you're never going to see me making out with another man. So
Because I was drunk. You know?
yeah, like I couldn't get that off.
Fair.
We were drinking tequila.
We were drinking tequila, and,
You know, I get it.
and me and Marcus just started making out. Like no, that'll never happen.
Even just, anyways, yeah.
Can grown men have sleepovers? Since we're talking
Yeah.
about what men can do, what women can't do, or
You
men
can't,
can.
you can't call it that.
Yeah, yeah, you
But
can't call it that.
if me and Tresor are out, having a good night, and we're drinking a lot, and I parked at his
No,
crib,
no. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's just
What do you-
crashing at your homeboy's crib.
is
I'm
that not a
talking about-
sleepover?
Yes and no. I'm talking about like girls have sleepover. Like we all gather at
As
someone's.
adults?
I've done it before. Yeah, we all gather at someone's house. We might watch a movie, drink some wine, shoot the shit, whatever, and then we all sleep at the house. Wake up the next day, do breakfast, blah blah blah. You guys don't do men like play like yo, all dogs pull over. We're having all men's crashing my crib tonight.
It happens. Yeah, that's happened.
As a grown adult.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to see.
Yeah, that's happened.
Because
It's
people
like
were saying
you're
like,
playing, but there's usually an event around the.
so the
quote-unquote
event is not the sleepover.
No, or it's like say it's a house party. It's like we're having a party at my house, and everyone's like, man, them are gonna stay at my
and
house.
it's like,
not
yo,
what
I'm
I'm
pulling
saying.
up, but I can crash after, right? Like, that's what.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's more
Okay.
like, yo.
No, we
all-
don't
like-
do that, no.
Okay.
No, but it could. But I'm just saying that a majority of male events are like circled around women. So even if the
Straight
man
male
them,
events.
yeah. So even if the man them are pulling up and the plan was like, yo, we're gonna play 2K, maybe turn up a little bit, and mans are just gonna crash at the crib.
Yeah.
At some point, someone's gonna be like, yo, someone call up some girls.
Yeah.
And then now this turned into a party at my
That's
house.
true. That's true.
So that I think that still counts as a sleepover.
yeah, because people were saying, with the Cole and what Trey and I were talking about before, the whole Kai Senate and Offset thing, like, yo,
yeah.
we're literally watching grown men at a sleepover. And I'm like,
Man,
I think it's wholesome content. I don't think it was really that
I don't
serious.
think there's anything wrong with it.
yeah, no, I have a firm rule in like if something's not hurting anybody, then like,
Let it slide.
yo, let
yeah.
them like they're
I
just
thought
having
it
a
was
great
fun.
time.
But I honestly, like, if my man's like, bro, like, I'm going to, whatever crib, like, actually, but I feel like as the old, I don't know, because even like, I guess if it's a planned sleepover, I'll do it. But like, if there's like 10, like, oh, like, I don't really crash at my friends' houses anymore. Like, I'm going home. Like, if it's like, oh, like,
Yeah.
oh, just stay the night, I'm like, no, like, I'm actually going home. But if it's like, oh, no, it's like girls' night, then maybe I'll stay. Like, do you guys do guys' night? You guys don't really do boys' night, do you?
We have like
It's not planned
The game,
like that.
like, we're-
yeah,
like,
it's
let's
not
go watch the
planned
game,
like
like-
that.
Okay,
but
okay.
It could be that we're like, yeah, we went to watch the game, and then like we all ended up just staying, and then it's like a
It's like-
majority of the time people are still
It's
probably
basically
gonna
a
go
sleepover,
home.
just not communicating.
it's like the quiet part, like
Yeah, it's like come over, watch the game, and then like small font, it's a sleepover.
it's like the it's like the K and
Italics,
knife.
it's a
You know,
sleepover.
it's like the K and knife.
It's
Like,
silent.
And I think it
It's there.
depends.
Yeah.
You see
It
it.
depends on where people live too.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like if someone lives like far, 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 and they're coming to your house for a later events,
Yeah.
they might just stay.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. I hear you. I mean, I just think,
Guys should have more sleepovers. What do you
I
think?
mean, I just don't think it should be like, sleepovers can be fun. It depends on like, your friend group or whatever, what you guys are doing. I just think it shouldn't be like stigmatized as something that's like, oh my God, that's so sus.
I think that's tough because I think your girl's gonna ruin that.
Why?
Like
What?
six guys in relationships, they're not getting that off because someone's girl
It
is
just
gonna
seems like it's
have
coming
an
from a real
issue.
place. Like-
Someone's girl's gonna have an issue with that.
With
Them staying at their friend's house.
Well, it's men having fun.
Say it's a weekend.
We're gonna have a big problem
Yeah.
with that.
Say it's a weekend. Someone's girl is gonna have an issue that you are occupied all night.
It's not the occupation. It's that you're having fun. It's that
Yeah,
you're
you're having-
experiencing joy.
You're
And
having
women
fun and
don't like it if it's
occupied
not
all
attached
night.
to them.
I'm never mad if my man or whoever's having fun. Go have fun.
Now I've literally seen guys' girlfriends start a problem because we were going to go have fun and she wasn't there. Like I've seen it happen.
Haters.
I
The girl's
wouldn't
your
do
biggest
that.
hater.
Like his girl just wanted him to be mad.
That's crazy. I wouldn't do that. If
Seen
it's,
it
I don't
live.
get it. Like if I know he's going out and whatever, but I also like, I'm not the type to like my man has to be a homebody. Like why would you want someone who doesn't go out ever?
Some people just want the attention. One of my friends, I literally watched him. We were all going out. His girl was mad that he was going out and cussed him
Oh, wow.
until he was just like, yeah, I'm just going to stay back.
Broke his spirit.
Damn.
And he just stayed home and did nothing. It's not like they hung out. He just stayed home. She made him stay home so he could talk to her on the phone.
How old were they?
They were at least 21, 22,
Okay, that's kind of just
23.
young. That's young and stupid.
No, that's not that young. 21, you're a
it's
grown
not
person.
that young, but
you're a grown person.
it's not.
You're
It's
a grown.
young. Yes, you're grown, but you're still stupid at 21.
You're
Bruh
a
is a
grown
victim.
person.
Yeah, it's stupid. That's a problem. It is a problem, but yeah, I'm not gonna put that much thing towards it because yeah, you're just literally just stupid.
I'm not doing that. Like,
But what's it called? Did we talk about what Tyler Perry said?
What did he say specifically? I don't even know
I
what he
mean,
said.
generally, I don't like Tyler
Is it one of the
Perry.
same 17 conversations that Tresor mentioned?
It is
it
sort
is.
of.
He basically said, I'm going to try to, because the specifics are what people are angry about. He said, black women, he said, in our society today, black women are making more money on average than black men.
Okay.
So as a black woman, if you find a man that cannot provide financially, say he can only pay the light bill. Those were his exact words. If you find a man that can only pay the light bill, but he loves you, he's secure, he's a good man, he takes care of you because his strengths may not be your strengths and your strengths may not be his strengths, that's okay. That's what he said.
Okay.
So he wants black women to settle?
And that is what people are. See, no, but this is the issue. That's what I feel like everyone missed. People are taking specifics. I don't think he literally meant light bill. He was just using that as an example, as someone who is just in a worse financial situation than you.
Yeah, can't afford the light bill can just mean I make 120, you make 90. Like,
No, now that I'm back, sorry. I'm trying not. My allergies are killing me.
And I'm not a woman, but this is just my observation. I feel like I don't think that's telling you to settle because everyone knows finances are not the only thing that matters in a relationship. Yes?
Yes.
But how come, and I'm posing this question to the women, how come only when the finances are lacking do people call it settling?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull a you on you.
Mm-hmm.
Are we being serious or are we having fun?
People were seriously mad.
But
though.
I'm asking
Let's be
in
serious.
this room
Let's be
right now,
serious.
are we being serious or are we having fun?
Let's be serious.
'Cause I can have some fun, but I can also be serious.
Let's be serious. for
Okay,
this
so what are you asking? So no, I don't agree that, at least for me, I don't agree that settling is only financially.
Mm-hmm.
Settling can be emotionally. Settling can be, you don't want to get married and I do. Settling can be, I don't want this amount of kids, but I do. Settling can be different things,
Mm-hmm.
right? But yes, it has the general public on social media, we'll say, because that's what we're privy to. We don't know what everyone thinks. But yes, social media does sometimes make settling and financial stability synonymous. It's not always settling for finances, but that's what social media likes to get off. With the whole thing that Tyler Perry's saying, I get it to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree. Like, to me, it's like if my man or husband makes less than me, that's not the biggest, like, thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very, like, determined person. I'm very serious about my career. I might meet a man or I might have a man who just know he's cool with doing what he does. And if he makes money that's comfortable for him and comfortable for us, that's fine. As long as we're not struggling, I don't see a problem. If you can afford your life and our life together and, you know, our kids are taken care of and I don't feel like I'm dragging us both, then that's fine. You don't have, if I make 200K, you don't have to make 200K. But as long as I feel like we're comfortable from both of our sets, that's fine. But also from the other side, I'm not going to carry a man. That's never going to happen.
But so carry only means financially. Then,
No,
is what
in
you're saying.
any sense. I'm not going to carry you emotionally. I'm not going to carry you mentally. I'm not going to carry you financially.
Yeah.
And
But
when I
in
mean
this-
carry you, I'm not going to like put the, and I mean like sometimes, you know, you have to like carry your partner. There's certain things, you know, they might be going through stuff, whatever. But it's like, I'm not going to put you on my back all the time. It's impossible. You can't.
But in this specific situation, like in what he said, he was talking about finances specifically,
Right.
and people not wanting to be with partners that are not financially in their same realm.
Yeah, but my thing is that I don't, like I said, it's a certain extent. Because if we're talking strictly finances, I'm not carrying a man financially. Like, it's like, yo, I can't afford to do this, do that. Like, I'm not financing you because I would never expect a man to finance me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to carry you. I can't be your source of income too. You can't be coming to me for, oh, I need money for clothes. I need money for this. I need money for, you know, to get food next week. You cannot be coming to me for that. That's not happening, straight up, because I'm never going to a man for that stuff. You have to be able to take care of yourself.
Yes. So what if, but that's the thing. So what if he is able to take care of himself,
Right.
but extra, like outside of that, let's just take what Tyler Perry said. Of course, this isn't like a realistic situation for everyone. Outside of that, like after he's done paying his rent, his bills, his insurance, all he can pay, like Tyler Perry said, is the light bill.
Right.
Is that still quote unquote settling? He can take care of himself, but all he can contribute financially is this, just the light bill. I don't see that as settling, because on top of that, like he said, his strengths may not be your strengths and your strengths may not be his strengths. Financially, you might have a lot of the money and all he can contribute is the light bill, but he's very, what's the guy version of maternal? Is it still maternal?
No, maternal's for mothers
What's the guy version?
and women. I guess
I don't-
paternal.
I think paternal
Okay,
is
yeah.
like,
But
yeah,
I
just
think
across the
paternal's
board.
not really the word. Like,
or whatever.
Maybe
He's
nurturing.
he's nurturing. He's a
Okay.
family person.
Yeah.
He's a
Home
great
builder
cook.
type.
He's very emotionally aware. He takes like care of you emotionally.
Yeah.
He's there for you. All of that. But he's not financially in a situation where he can contribute.
Right.
I don't think that there's really anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But
it
why?
Like, because, well, who's going to pay the bills? If I'm not rich, who's going to pay the bills?
Who's gonna go on vacations?
Like, who's going to pay for the mortgage? Who's going to pay for, and also, like, if we have kids, is he, I'm not going to be the sole provider of our kids. That's for sure. I push them out.
No, but this is what I'm saying. His strengths are the non-monetary things. If you're, and in this situation, let's take this
But
situation.
I just said, I'm not carrying a man financially forever. Like, for our whole, I'm not.
No,
I
okay,
can't.
but you can't necessarily say what's going to happen forever. I assume if you married this man, he's not a bum. He has
Right.
some sort of aspiration. And we're talking about marriage. Like, we don't even know if he's talking about marriage. He was just talking about
I
relationships.
think he's talking about marriage. I think.
Well, okay,
But
let's say
whatever,
he was
let's
talking about
just
marriage.
say-
You're
yeah.
not going to marry some non-ambitious, crusty bum,
Never.
right? So if he's not in a position financially at this point in time in your life, because people do go through seasons in their
Mm-hmm.
life, you're not settling. just because financially you may have to carry the load now, that doesn't mean you're settling, because it might not always be like that. So if he's not financially set right now, that means that that man who's not financially set doesn't deserve to be
That's
with
fine, but I would have he would have to be actively doing stuff for his goals and aspirations.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh yeah, I wanna, be in this one day. Okay, well, like, what are you doing for that? Like, have you looked into jobs? Have you, tried to get into your field? Have you networked? Have you, I'm saying, like, I have to see you actively trying.
Yeah.
But you can't just be like, yeah,
and he's doing that.
I kind of want to be like maybe like a director of
That can be fickle
marketing.
though, right?
Why?
Because it's like you can be working towards something and have the ambition and you're not making progress, and it's like still you're technically ambitious, like you're still
Yes, but
you still gotta execute. Like you still gotta get the
that's
job.
my
You still
point.
gotta have
so you have to be ambitious and execute.
Because the thing that I didn't like with the whole thing is people saying, why is he telling black women to settle? And it's like, I don't think that if the man checks the boxes that he said, because he specifically said if the man is secure enough, because I saw a big thing was women saying he's not talking about the fact that men will secretly resent you if he makes more money than you and all that. He said if the man is secure enough, if he takes care of you emotionally, he's there for you in all other ways except for financially.
Right.
And all people heard was he makes less.
Yeah.
Settle. I don't think that's necessarily right to say.
I just I would have to be rich.
Do you have to be rich, or do you just have to be well off? Because I think a lot of on social media,
money's not a problem. I make so much money that money's not a problem.
But why? Because on social media,
we need to maintain a life. Just what we're talking about.
So you're telling me the only way you can maintain a life is if you're rich? All of our families have maintained lives, and I feel like a majority of our families are not rich. It may not be a great, illustrious life. I'm just saying, in this time period that you are in,
what are you doing?
what is going on?
Or are we beating the horse?
Oh, I thought we were beating. I thought we were beating dead horses. I thought that's what we were doing here. Is that not what we're doing? Is that not what
If you
we're
want to
doing?
move on, we can move on.
Where did you get that
Exactly.
from?
What the hell?
Oh, I'm so happy I finally got to do that.
You're annoying. Now you're bringing props on the podcast.
That's
I'm
funny.
a carrot top of podcasts.
That's funny. Anyway,
Regardless, all I'm just saying is, like I said, people can think whatever. Like I said, everyone's to each his own. I'm just saying I don't think I'm ever going to be okay with carrying a man financially. Like, I'm not going to be in a financial burden because I would take it. That's what I'm saying. I would have to be rich. I cannot be in a place where I'm taking care of you and now my finances are dwindling. You know what I'm saying?
but you're rich. Your finances wouldn't be dwindling.
No, that's why I'm saying I would have to be rich.
Okay.
I can't carry a man and now my finance taking a burden. I can't do that.
Yeah. The
Simple
only
as
thing
that.
I say to people is just have reciprocity.
Yeah.
If you were in a bad situation, would you want someone to not mess with you just because you're in a bad situation at that
No,
point
but
in
then
your
maybe,
life? That's
but
all.
also there's a situation where maybe shouldn't be dating if you're not in the best situation.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that to an extent, because people say if you don't have your money up, you shouldn't be dating. It's just saying if you're broke, you shouldn't have love. How that makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Is it the same?
That's what you're saying. People say if you are not in a if you don't have your money up, you shouldn't be dating.
But what is the definition of money up? That's another
Exactly.
thing too.
And that's subjective, because people want lavish. And we've talked about this. Okay, we're beating a dead horse, but people want to live lavish. They don't want to maintain. Anyways, continue.
I mean, yes and no. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, regardless, I can't stand Tyler Perry. So anything that man says, if we're having fun.
Yeah, people just hate Tyler Perry.
I can't stand Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres, all of them need to get away from me.
I don't know.
Oprah caught it, This
Oprah
past
is
2 weeks.
I just feel
absolutely never.
like with these types of talks,
Yeah.
I don't really care, because I don't have a strong enough opinion on these people to care, to say that I like them or don't like them, because I don't care.
But we are in a very scary era, right? Where women are definitely dating for money and in it for money and expect money and lavish things right off rip, right? Because we didn't do weekly recaps, whatever. But this week, my friends and I went out for dinner. Went out to a nice restaurant in Yorkville. People don't know what Yorkville is. It's a very I guess rich.
It's where LeBron hangs when he comes here.
Whatever. It's a very rich area.
It's a good way to
Toronto.
describe how rich it is.
Yeah, LeBron definitely stays
It's where
in
the
this
rich people
area
go
when
when
he
they come.
comes here. But yeah, there's nice restaurants. You know, it's cute. It's a little bit more high end, whatever. So my friends and I went for dinner in Yorkville, and it's literally, you know, like, oh, I don't think men do this because, you know, Tresor doesn't go out to eat and spend money. But like we do like hot girl dinner. So like, you know, like we'll go pick a nice restaurant to go to. We'll dress up. You know what I'm saying? Take pictures. You know, eat good food, catch up, talk.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Anyways, whatever. So my friends and I had hot girl dinner. Right? We went out, whatever, shoot the shit, eat, take pictures, look sexy, blah, blah, blah.
What was the average bill at this hot girl dinner? Just curious.
What do you mean?
Like, how much did the meals cost? On
All
average?
together or separate?
On average, how much were y'all
Triple digits.
disposable income? Huh?
But I mean,
Lavish,
like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was about 100 and something, 100. Not like, okay, why is it triple digits? It's not like 500. No, I think each of us paid. I would say each of us comfortably paid around $100. If not, maybe a little bit more.
See, the man them aren't doing that.
Some mans do.
But my thing is, you know, you go, you have a couple drinks, you have, you know, we have appetizers, we have our mains. Like, yeah, the bill's
Some mandem are hosting the hot girl dinner though.
Yeah, those man them
Yeah,
do that.
that's the
What do you
type of
mean?
guys. The guys that are paying for all of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm saying, like, us three are not
Yeah,
going
yeah,
out
yeah.
to go do that.
We'll go get a drink maybe, you know? Like we're not.
That's just not
Yeah.
my bet. Like, and some guys do that, but that's not
There's
the
a cute
food
Italian
events.
place that opened on the other side of the city. We should go there. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. We do that. So whatever. We went to the restaurant and we're sitting there chilling, blah, blah. And I'm really looking around and I'm like, yo, some of these like pairings or like these women and men together on dates, like it looks a little
Math's not mathing.
interesting. Yeah, like the math is not mathing. And, you know, you can tell the men are a little bit older. The women are younger. You know, very, very short skirts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not judging women by what she wears. I'm just saying, like, you can always read the room. Like, there's a lot of sugar daddy, sugar baby situations going on in here. Like, this 21-year-old black girl in a short skirt, is she interested in this 55-year-old white man really? Like, let's be very for real. You know what I'm saying?
She
Like,
got rent due. Like
maybe rent's due. But all I'm saying is we are definitely in this era where it's like, bro, I need a man to fend me. Or I need a man to give me money. I've never been that type of person. I don't like asking men for shit. If you want to give me stuff, sure. I'm not going to say no, depending on what it is. But you're never going to see me ask you for money. You're never going to hear me ask you for straight up for, like I'm saying, like, oh, if it's my man, like, oh, hey, babe, I really like this. Wink, wink. Sure. But I will never like feel comfortable just asking a man for money and this and whatever. Oh my God. No, I have a job for that. Like, that's just what it is. But I feel like now, and I've also, like, I have friends who are like, you know, like, no, like, I'm not talking to him. Like, I need a man who's a provider. And I'm like, I get it. Because, you know, of course we want men to provide for us. But, like, you're not, like, shorty, you're still single, respectfully. So it's like, like, it has this, like, only dating men who make this much working for you, or this man who can buy you this working for you. Because,
where's your man?
Have you been able to find him?
Yeah.
Like, let's be very realistic, right? We go and talk to men, oh, I need a man who's going to pay for this thing. And I have friends who, like, you know, like, oh, like, or you're going here, who's paying for you? Bitch, I'm paying for me. Like, it is what it is. Or
Like, all y'all went out and paid
Yeah, like,
yourself,
I know certain girls, like, oh, you're going to Atlanta next weekend? Like, oh, who's funding the accommodations? Bitch, I am. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Why am I going to try to rely on, like, what? I feel like we've just become too comfortable trying to rely on men to be funding stuff for us. Like, I get it, save mine, spend his, but that's never when I'm with my man.
There's a culture.
Like, I'm not relying on
this,
just
though.
niggas to just be freaking giving me money and booking flights and accommodate. Like, no.
And then at the same time, get mad when people refer to them as prostitutes.
And that's just the reality of it. Women are way too comfortable trying to get men to like literally fund their lives.
I think it's like almost just a social media thing. Like it doesn't.
is.
I feel like it wasn't like to this extent before. You know,
I don't think so
And I
either.
think people kind of look at gender roles as this sort of buffet thing,
Right.
Where it's like, okay, you know, I want to be independent and have my own. You know, I'm a boss, whatever, girl boss, whatever. I don't know. But it's like I also want him to pay for all my shit. It's like I make money, I could, but and then there's guys that are kind of like, yeah, like I want her to shut the hell up, but she also needs to, you know, go and get her own too, you know? And I don't know. I don't know where people get these values and principles from?
Off
'Cause
of social
internet,
media.
that's-
And
or
social
music
media
and
is
stuff like
literally-
that too.
Social media
You're
is
saying
like,
it's JT and Carisha's fault?
They kind of started this whole city girl, you got me a Birkin,
City girl shit.
Carisha's fault.
Our generation is doomed.
But my thing is also,
We're doomed.
I lost my train of thought. Oh, social media is genuinely fake.
It's
Like
so cap.
everything
It's
on
so
it is fake.
It's not
the
real.
girl with the Van Cleef bracelet, it's probably not real. The girl with the 12 Cartier rings, they're probably not real. Or you know what I'm saying? Like social media is so fraudulent that people are really only going to show you, and it only keeps getting worse in tiers, right? First, like, oh, I'm going to show you this. Now it's like, I'm only going to show you when I have this bag and these rings and these levels. And it's like, bro, it's like, who got you that? You know, it's either who, like, and my thing is, yes, it might be yours. But like, social media, it's all fake.
It's all fake,
It's
and people
all
think it's
so
real
fake.
and conduct their lives like that. Even the whole city girls thing.
Yeah.
The leaders of the city girls,
Yeah.
Cardi, married. Nicki, married. Beyonce, relationship.
I'm not putting
JT
Beyonce in that category.
No, Beyonce with all the single ladies. Bills. I need a soldier. She's married.
I need to stop.
Kissing you. JT,
Not too much, though. It is
relationship.
Beyonce.
Not too much.
Young Miami,
No, decimado.
relationship. Who did I miss? All of them. Lotto, relationship. All of
But Lotto
all of
always
the-
talks about her man, though. She always
Yeah,
talks
but
about
that's
my
what I'm
man,
saying.
my man.
All of the city girls leaders
Is it 21?
have a relationship or are married. So when they say they don't need a man for nothing and slime him, scam this guy, they're going home to their man.
Right.
And you guys are going out and living this life
why
and
you
running around with your heads cut off.
Oh my God.
That's why you got to appreciate Ice Spice more, you know? She doesn't do the
Oh,
whole
please. We're not doing
tricking.
this. Bring out the horse and beat it again because we're not even doing this again. No.
At least
We've
the
already done
toxic men are really living their raps.
Yeah. They're
No, I
10
don't
toes
think
down on
Future
their
is really
shit.
living his raps.
He's 10 toes down on the misogyny. He
Future
lives
has
that
like
shit.
10 baby
But
moms.
Future says he doesn't even do drugs like that.
Yeah. I'm sure at a point in time, but he definitely did. He might have stopped and didn't tell anyone, but I saw him talking about
Like
when
the
he
only
made
person who really does like the drugs they say is like The Weeknd.
I bet
and
he doesn't
stopped.
really
Yeah, he
anymore.
probably.
I think
feel
I think now he's settled down.
Yeah.
But before, like, go tell your friends about it weekend, he was definitely
probably did.
doing
Yeah,
drugs.
That wasn't even drugged out.
But so did Future.
House
religion.
of Balloons is also
Future-
drugged out weekend.
Future
Yeah.
said in an interview with some dude, he's like, "Yo, when I made Tony Montana, you hear how I sound on that? It's because I was so high off of Molly, my jaw couldn't move. That's why I sounded like Tony Montana."
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's what he said. Yeah, mans were really living their raps. The drug thing, I never got into that. But even the whole hood drill wave, and now 7-year-olds are wearing shiesty masks and all that.
Yeah.
Social media just has everyone just convoluted.
There needs to be some sort of like media literacy, you know, where people see that.
It's
you
impossible to
You know what's a
control.
really good example of it? You see the DDG thing where a couple guys broke into his crib and
That's right.
slapped him and
Yeah.
then ran out. And it's like, yo, who is watching this with a critical eye thinking that this man actually had his home burglarized and
Yeah.
like posted the footage himself, you know?
Yeah.
Perfect. You can hear the slap in the background and everything
There's
too.
mics.
Because I don't know, I went to school for it, so I know like when things
That's
are orchestrated
fake.
and
Yes,
everything
of course
too.
that's fake. And it was on his channel.
This is what made me think he's kind of smart, is just because everyone that was reposting it and that was like, oh, we're all the people that love like Holly and like don't
Yeah.
like it and, you know, are his haters.
Because
Right?
these
The
days,
people that
there's
don't.
these days, it's popular to hate DDG right now.
But it's like he knew that. He's like, okay, if I post something where it's easy for people to dogpile on me in a funny sort of way, like it's not like canceling, it's just him getting slapped by a bunch of people. It's like he knew that would work for him and he knew the engagement was there. So it's like there's some people that really know how to manipulate this. I thought that was like
Oh,
a
for
very
sure.
wow. Like,
But I just think
I wouldn't
a
have
lot
thought
of,
to do something.
I
like
just think a lot of people are just very gullible. That's why the
Yes.
internet works.
Yeah.
Like,
Gullible, impressionable, and don't know them. I'm telling you, the internet is
biggest-
the blessed place for people who don't know themselves.
The
because
biggest-
they're sponges. They absorb everything. They don't know what they want, and then all of a sudden they're looking at this girl, and all of a sudden girls love roses. And this is not me hating, right? But roses have become a thing. Roses.
Oh, and it's hold
And
on.
the
flower?
Add on to it. Wait,
Oh,
wait,
yes.
wait. Add on to it. Add on to it. It's not just roses.
I thought you meant the.
Add on to it now, Zoe. You're forgetting. It's not just roses. If you're getting a girl roses, it needs to be 175 roses.
Yeah.
It can't be one. It has to be the giant roses that they have to hold like this, or else it's not good. You can't get a 2 little
And you
roses.
know what I'm saying? And remember
It's not
how when the
happening no
roses
more.
were wrapped with money?
Oh God.
All of a sudden, every girl wanted a roses
Or
wrapped
the
with
rose
money.
bear.
Or I'm saying it's like
Or the
it's
blue roses.
It's these things that look good and it goes viral, and all of a sudden girls like, oh my God, I need that, and then all of a sudden you're asking your man to get. Do you even like roses?
Or
I personally do love roses. I won't
some
lie.
people
That's
do, some
like
people
one of
don't. My
favorite
girl
flowers.
doesn't really like roses like that.
Oh, I love roses. So like, if a man got me roses, I'm like, okay, I'm happy. But do I need the bear
300.
hug?
What are you gonna do with? Where are you putting that?
Well, I mean, it's cute.
But where are you putting? After you take the picture, where are you putting it?
It's
in your
the
house.
optics of it, though.
300 roses. What vase is big enough for 300 roses? You have to put it in your bathtub.
First of all, not too much on flowers.
You're gonna put it in your bathtub.
No, it's
I
like,
love flowers.
It's such an obscene display of just excess, and
It
like
is.
they're
It's
Not
gonna
too
die.
much on the flowers.
No, but it's like if like people are botanists, like that, you are killing flowers. Like,
Also, do you remember
for the
the
sake of a
whole
gesture.
trend of like it was like a box and you're pulling the money out of it and they just keep pulling and pulling and
then they had
pulling
the
and
cakes.
pulling?
Then they had the cakes where you're pulling the money. And all of a sudden, everybody wanted a money cake. It's like, oh my God, when are we gonna be ourselves? Like, yes, ideas are cute and stuff to have, but like, we just come on. Eventually, it's like, yo, this is not you. If you've never seen this, would you really want it?
No. And I think the biggest way that I realized that the internet is just full of idiots, and Kev on stage talks about this, is anybody can take a picture of anyone
Oh, for sure.
and put it on a black box
With some
with big
text on it.
font, and people will believe it's a
that
headline.
impact font.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You could literally say Chris Brown just had a 3-way wrestling match with Miguel and Demi Lovato, and people would be like, "See, I knew he was a like."
But you know what?
Some random man in his basement just made this up.
What bothers me about that though is that I think people are a little bit smarter than they're like putting on with that.
For sure.
For example, like the DDG thing. I think people see things and they know it's fake. They know, like, if you're a smart person, use your better judgment, but it's an opportunity to like express, like, to get that hate out,
Yeah.
People, I don't know.
Or I think it's just like people are scrolling so fast on the internet, they're not checking anything. And I think I talked about this on a podcast before. I saw it was like one of those West Indian pages or one of those pages. They were like, look at this new condo in Jamaica. And there's like some super high tech technological thing. And I looked at it and I was like, this doesn't look like Jamaica. But in the comments, people are like, oh, whoever lives there, you're getting robbed. And the economy can't even afford this. Why? Like, people are genuinely mad. And like, I looked and I was like, yo, this isn't Jamaica. Like, those are not trees that grow in Jamaica. This does not look like a Jamaican like landscape. And then people in the comments are like, yo, this is literally Colorado. Someone just said it was Kingston and everyone believed it. Like, people need to stop and think before they respond to things on the internet.
Yeah.
We need a solution to misinformation.
And I feel like there's like just obviously like we're like in our little bubble of the internet, but there's just so many different branches and communities and areas of the internet that's just like we wouldn't even know what goes on in like white Twitter. Like we would have no idea. We would have no idea. Like, we literally infiltrated white TikTok.
Yo,
recently.
that was so crazy that we gave them a glimpse into like what we think.
What we think.
The way that they were commenting about that.
Like, we literally had a video go viral. We have what, 4.5 million views on TikTok, 1.5 million views on Instagram. And it was just us. And I didn't even think it was really that serious. Just us just talking about funny white people catch lines and phrases. And it's like all of our comments are white people just like, yo, like, this is genuinely hilarious. Like, I didn't even realize some racist stuff did, there's always a racist white person, unfortunately.
There's also people trying to like, I can't, but like saying we're racist.
Yeah.
But a majority of the white people were saying
It was
this
a
is funny.
majority was.
Yeah.
There was a few white racist comments through the cracks. There's always gonna be one racist white person, but I would tell you maybe like 98% of the comments were like, "This is hilarious," blah blah blah, ray tay tay.
And that's
but
good.
It made me
I
think
can enjoy
100%. But it made me think like, yo, like, there's a complete different area of like audience that we have not touched, and they're white.
And I can enjoy, like, that's good. I can enjoy a good race joke
So can
if
I.
it's funny. That's like,
100%.
even if it's about black people.
Yeah.
If you deliver it funny and it's not racist, like there's a way to be funny without being
100%.
racist.
And people were like, oh, there was a comment like, oh, if white people did this, they'd be call it racist. I'm like, bro, if white people did what black people say without saying the N word, just like funny phrases that we say, what is it? That is hilarious.
Gary Owens exists. Like, there are people who make careers off of this.
Yes,
like,
the reason that it would turn racist if white people did it is because I feel like white people would try to put on like a
hood
ghetto
accent.
like type of like mannerisms, Shanae Bonquisha type of. That's what makes it racist, not the words that you're saying.
Yeah.
It's how you're saying it.
Yeah.
It's like if I was talking about phrases that Chinese people say, and I'm saying some crazy Chinese accent and some crazy. I wasn't gonna do it.
Not too much. I know. We're like, not too much. Not too much.
Like that's what makes it racist.
100%. No, I get it. I mean,
or if it was on some like revenge type shit.
Yeah.
You know, if they were like, okay, now's my opportunity to like, you know, like
Yeah.
get back, like, you know,
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
But I mean, this video has made me realize it's fun to laugh at white people.
And people always take it too far too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And it's funny because I seen someone say Canadians take things too far with Americans.
Do we?
Yeah, I think so.
we
And
take
after
things too far.
after they said that, I kind of agree. This person, they were like, "Yo, when Americans make fun of Canada, we're like, oh, nobody knows where that is, and you guys only have Drake, and then Canadians will be like, well, you guys have school shooters,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. No.
and no healthcare,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn, like it's not the same.
You
never
worship
heard-
Celine Dion? Oh yeah, well you have to wear a bulletproof vest to go to school. It's like, all right,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we need to
I
dial
mean-
it back.
Yeah,
I won't lie. The school popper that I've never seen, but I mean, yes, I've seen the healthcare multiple times.
I think
Like,
the British people are worse.
Oh yeah, UK people will. Yo,
The
not
UK
even-
people are so
not
bad
even
with
just
that.
British. Europeans will eat Americans
they hate Americans.
up. Like it's actually crazy. Like the European versus American, it's a little bit nuts. I won't even lie to you.
But
Yeah, Europeans and Americans are like oil and water. It's very interesting.
And I just watch from the sidelines.
Yeah. Because we're kind of like in the middle of both. We have European influence with like obviously like England.
It's just there's
the UK, and then
ignorance.
we have American influence because of like proximity.
There's ignorance on both sides, and it's funny to watch.
What do you mean? Ignorance on the UK or European
both
side
sides.
and the American side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against both people, because if you see like when anyone from London refers to anybody over here, they say American. They just
That is
naturally
true.
say American.
Yeah. I've had a lot of Londoners call me American. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not American. Well, you sound like one. I'm like, I don't. But I mean,
she asked if you were American when she came.
yeah, you did, but I don't think I give off an American vibe. That's just me. But I do agree that sometimes, you know,
It's
the jabs in Americans can be a little tough. But like sometimes some Americans can be very stupid. Some Americans can be a little.
I
it's
also
like, come on.
think though too you should be able to like joke about heavier things or things that may
With certain
be
people.
No, you know what it made? I watched a YouTube like video essay documentary thing about 9/11 and 9/11 jokes and people making jokes and people who were the first to like break that like shell, you know, and that is important. You need to be able to joke or make and like, it's the reason why there's never been like a Titanic-esque 9/11 movie is because you couldn't make it funny. You know, it's just like humor is needed for certain things if you're trying to do certain things. You know,
I just took that in. They never made a 9/11 movie.
they made World Trade
they?
Center.
I don't think that
with
that
Nicolas
was,
Cage, but it was super heavy and not fun, and no one remembers
But
it.
none of those movies are fun. Like none of the terrorist movies or the war movies
Why would you
or
want to
Titanic movies.
Why would you-
Titanic has humor in it.
why would you want it to be fun though?
No, I'm just saying they're not fun movies in general.
No.
They are kind of like Titanic is a big tragedy, you know, where there's like a lot of like positivity, you know,
So-
being showed.
Where do we draw the line when it comes to referencing American things? Because Drake is getting dragged right now for his bar in his new song with SZA, Slime You Out. He says, whipped and chained you like American slaves. Which, I mean, it's a double entendre. I can give it to him. It's a double entendre. Is it in
And
a
an
sense?
keep going.
I mean, to me, it's a double entendre. Is it a very insensitive double entendre? A little bit.
There's a bunch of double entendre insensitive ones in music, and people don't care. So
In
just let this
reference
rock.
to slavery
Lil
as well.
Wayne said tougher than Nigerian hair, and nobody cares.
He said, "I'll beat it up like Emmett Till."
Oh my God, when did he say that?
He got in a lot of trouble for that though.
Even in Miss Officer, he said Rodney King, baby, beat it like
Beat
a
it
cop.
like a cop, bro.
Nobody cares.
Oh.
Nobody cares.
Quavo and Travis Scott opened their collab album by saying all these damn whips, modern slavery. Like the whole chain whips reference, and
It's been said a lot.
It's been done a lot. And I do think, Drake may have been a little insensitive
Yo, I
saying
didn't
it,
even
but
take in the Rodney King line.
Rodney King, baby, beat it like a cat.
And I be saying it, beat it like
And he does this whole Lil Wayne thing out
the
there.
voice and everything, Rodney, beat it like a cat. Like, Lil Wayne's fucked.
So no one
Well,
cares.
let's find all of
So
them.
no one cares about the Nigerian hair one. We just blew past that.
I think.
Why is that bad though?
Is that bad though? Because Nigerian hair can be tough. Not always.
That's texturism.
Not always, but I mean,
It's texturism.
Is it texturism? Because
Yes.
that's a fact. Like
So,
a lot of
but
black
you can
hair.
be, you can be Nigerian and not.
That's why I said I'm like in some cases Nigerians, black people in general can have tough hair.
Exactly.
But tough doesn't have to be a negative thing though. That's society making it a negative thing. Because you have tough hair. Oh, your hair is not that good. I know girls with tough hair who have long hair. But because it's tough, it's not good. But if the length is there, because of the texture, it's not good.
If Eminem said tougher than Nigerian hair, people would kill him.
Oh, for sure. Because I mean, he's white. Like, let's be real. Like, come on. But if a black man, it's like the black man saying nigga. Same thing. But if Lil Wayne says tougher than Nigerian hair, people are not gonna look at it that crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is kind of a crazy line.
I'm just saying people. I don't care. I'm just saying people let it slide.
But Lil Wayne and Young Money do have crazy lines.
Yeah.
Bro, every girl, we talked about this,
We
have we
did.
not? Like, I
did.
feel like we're living in deja vu. That
Shout out Miley Cyrus.
not even talking Miley Cyrus. I exchange
V-
V cards with the R words.
Yeah.
That bar is totally insane. So, I mean, yes, people are like trying to drag joke. Oh my God, this is an offensive line. Rap is filled with offensive lines.
Rap is extremely offensive.
Offensive lines.
And all I'm saying is, what are you gonna do about it?
Like, Fat Joe was saying the N word and the F word like it was nothing.
And people still don't care.
Who gonna stop me if I say nigga?
50
People
Cent.
still-
We started the song.
50 Cent let the F word drop so many times.
A lot of rappers do.
Kendrick let the F word
Kendrick on his last album has a song where he
that-
says it consecutively 5 times.
But within
Oh,
the
you're
context
right,
of
yeah.
the song,
Yeah, it makes
I don't
sense.
think you can really get mad at him for that.
drop. Yeah, fair. Yeah, but I mean, I just think, am I good? Should we crucify Drake for this bar? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, rap music can be offensive to a lot of people. Sometimes the bars are wild. But do you think that's a part of their strategy? Like, it's the shock factor. They think like this bar might,
I don't think so.
Rodney King, baby, I beat it like you don't think that's he wasn't like damn like
No.
this might
No,
You're
and
right.
especially when that song came out in what 2008.
was it 2008 that song that long ago? Yeah. God, we're getting old.
Like people aren't thinking about that type of stuff back then.
Back then was not a lot of censoring.
Like it's not. Yeah, like you could just say whatever.
So with that single, Slime You Out, what do we think? Like, what are our little predictions on Drake's album? He pushed the album back to October 6th. You're cheating.
Like don't piss me off.
I'm kind of
Don't
lie.
piss me off.
I'm
I was
mad
kinda
too.
cheating still.
I'm mad too because I'm gonna be in Atlanta. Initially, I'm supposed to be in Atlanta when the album dropped. So now I'm kind of like, bruh. So it's not gonna be dropped at that time. Now it's October 6th. Now with their single, what is you guys' predictions? I didn't know he was gonna be singing again. I was kind of surprised he was singing on
That's
this
what
song.
has me very excited.
Oh, we're getting singing Drake
Yo, the
again.
first thing he says, what did he say? You bitches get
Yeah.
carried away. I was like, oh man, he's back on that shit again.
I don't know.
He's here.
I don't
here to
think
tell you
that's
hoes.
going to be a reflection of the album. I
don't
think that's
think
just
so?
one of those songs.
I hope it is.
Okay.
Because it's him and SZA. I don't think like the songs with him and the other rappers is going to
Yeah.
be like singy songs. I
Okay.
don't think so.
I don't know. I actually, this is the first time Drake has thrown me for a loop. I have no idea what to expect from this
But I don't know
album now.
why. The reason I'm cheese is it's like Drake, he spoke too soon.
What do you mean?
First, he said,
Well, he did it with, sorry, not to cut you. What's the album he just dropped? Certified Lover Boy. Wasn't that supposed to come out like almost,
months,
Oh, yeah,
months and
9
months and
months
months and
before?
months before. Yeah.
yeah, so.
I don't know why. Because first he said, no, first it was the book when he was like, I have an album with the book.
Yeah.
And then it was on his tour when he's like, I have an album dropping in
He's
a
like, it's
couple
coming
of
out in 2 weeks.
He said his album dropping in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Then it didn't come, and then he had the numbers in his braids, and they're like, okay, this is the date. And then now he's saying, to finish the album, I'd have to cancel shows, so we're pushing it back again. And it's like, fam, you should have just not said anything. Because now I'm cheesed. That's crazy. I was like, okay, Diddy's album this week.
Yeah.
Drake's album this week is going to be a fire
Do you guys
month.
like Diddy's album?
I
That
enjoyed
album
it.
is amazing.
I enjoyed the hell out of that album.
was
That album was a
album
great piece of music.
Is amazing.
Are you calling it album of the year?
I didn't
so
say
far,
all that. No.
So
Really?
far.
You put it over Gunna's album.
Ooh.
Put it over. You can't. You can't
It's
put it over.
your face. I'm not
I
putting
can't
it
yet.
over.
Put the
Gunna's
Love album over.
I can't yet.
No.
Yet, I can't yet. It's still too soon, but that's a really good album.
I'm not
Maybe
mad
making
at it.
music.
Shout out to everyone. Nisha went crazy.
Yeah.
Ty Dolla Sign song.
But I mean, Diddy's always made great music. Like that's not like what.
But this album was crazy.
He's had some like creative endeavors musically that didn't
I feel like
land
Diddy's
the way.
been responsible for a lot of great music over the years.
I mean, him as an artist, like.
oh, I mean, I'm talking about just Diddy, like.
Oh yeah, Diddy's Diddy.
Yeah.
He's
I'm not talking about,
responsible
like,
for
yeah.
our life.
Yeah,
it's Diddy.
not
What are you talking
life.
about?
But yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because like Diddy has a great discography. Like he has a great track record. I'm not super surprised.
Bro invented the remix.
Yeah, that's true. Bad Boy Entertainment. But I mean,
I think the Drake thing though is gonna. It seems to be the bringing back the old Drake thing. You know, that's what I get out of
are we
him
getting Take Care?
dropping an emotional R&B
don't
song
know,
with
but-
SZA as his lead single. You know, that's what I'm taking out of it.
But Lil Yachty said that a lot of songs on the album sound current.
And that he's talking about stuff that he's never talked about before.
And current isn't really
Take
like
Care
R&B
time.
-ish.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
the song that he dropped, or well, it wasn't even a full song. The song that was in the Nocta commercial when they're like parasailing,
It's a song with Yeet.
it's
right?
a song with Yeet. So that's not like that falls in line with Yachty saying it sounds
It's
current.
current.
So I don't know. I don't think so. It might
I
be
love
that
a Drake
group because he has a song with Yachty. He has a song with Yeet.
We know for sure there's a Yachty song on it.
Yeah, they remember they were doing the video and someone got the footage of them
Yep,
doing the
I
video in the
remember that.
forest. So I don't know.
I don't know, man. I love a Drake drop. I'm excited. And Doja Cat's dropping this Friday, no?
I think so.
I don't know if I'm listening to that one still.
I mean, my thing is, okay, this is my thing. Hear me out. I had extreme high hopes for Doja Cat. Maybe like
As an artist, or like, what do you mean?
as an artist, as the next star, as
And
the
she's
next performer.
disappointed you?
A little bit.
How so?
I don't
A
know.
little bit.
Isn't she not the biggest? Well, yeah. How did she disappoint you?
She's going in a like even listening to some of the songs, she's going in a direction where it's like she literally had the recipe. All you have to do is put it in the oven.
Drop a new Say So every 9 months, and
No,
you'll be,
not even just say so, but like she had, I don't know how to explain it. She had such a star power
Yeah.
that she was captivating, but she could do it in different ways. She could do her girly girl, she can do her pop star, she can do her rap, she can get grimy. I feel like she's leaning too far into this like grimy, scary devil world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she
I
can
think-
flex her muscle, but I feel like she's just leaning in too deep into this one thing,
Okay.
and it's throwing everybody off.
I think she's pulling a Dave Chappelle.
Which is
I think she's like purposely sabotaging herself because she does not want to be the it girl.
well, I agree. Because I feel like she's made it clear multiple times that she does not want to be famous. She doesn't like the industry.
She's self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say she probably is. Because that girl is, I don't know what's going on.
Even like her look, she changed it on purpose. That's definitely intentional.
So you think she's self-sabotaging on purpose, her career?
Yeah, she probably doesn't want to be.
But she's
And
not
everybody
probably, she
doesn't.
doesn't. She said that.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. I think people assume that when you're in the entertainment industry, you want to be the biggest in the world. But a lot of people don't want that.
Yeah. And I think we underestimate how many people don't want that.
And how hard
Yeah.
Yeah.
the work is. I saw someone else say, I think it was like Rory. They were saying how there was a period, or no, it wasn't. It was a different podcast. And they were saying how there's a period of time where Doja Cat said, yo, like for like 9 months straight, she like never had a day off. Like she was just going and going and going. And she tweeted, yo, I just need rest. Like it's tough. Those types of days are tough. So
You think she's having a bit of like a, I don't want to say crisis, that makes it a bit extreme, but she's like going through it and like it's all kind of
I'm
accumulating.
sure every person who's famous is going through it.
But like we're saying though, this is a different kind of level, right?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
even with her fans, where they were upset with her
Yeah.
because of the
She was
hurricane
like,
or
yo, I
whatever.
don't know you guys.
Yeah.
Which I commend her for that, because I think
Yeah.
like fans should understand boundaries between.
I get it.
I agree 100%.
They're
Yeah, I
artists that
think
they
she's
love
in a
and-
place where she maybe thought she wanted this, and maybe, like I said, I know I could never be famous. Not to the level that some people are. Like, fame is not my bag. I don't like it. Don't care for it. I think I'm too emotional for it. I'd rather take the money 100 times over. I'd rather be rich than famous any other day. But I think, like I said, I think she didn't realize how much fame and pressure and stuff really got, because she rose pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And not everyone can hold that pressure. I think she cracked under pressure 100%. She's a human being.
Yeah.
Fame is literally not for everyone. The Kardashians like sell their soul for fame. They live for that shit. That's their bag.
Some
They
people are
love
built
that
for it,
stuff.
yeah.
They're literally built for it.
And some people aren't. I just think social media and the internet and fans forget that celebrities are people too. Like,
Yeah.
did you see that girl that is mad at Lil Baby because he said don't touch her?
No.
It
Yo,
was
that
in the
cheesed
club. It
me
was like a
so
big
much,
thing,
man.
and like she was in the club and she did this whole thing. And you see the video, and she's like trying to touch. She's like, "Baby, baby, baby," and he looks back. He's like, "Yo, don't touch me." And she went on this thing about I'm not supporting you no more. And yeah, I was just fanned out, and you're gonna say all of that just because I tried to touch you.
Well,
And
why
some
are you
people
trying?
are like,
would you
bro,
try to touch anybody else?
Yo, she
That's the thing,
touches him
people feel
twice,
like-
and he
And also,
reacts at
what
first.
do you
and then-
think touching a celebrity is gonna do? Do you think you're magically gonna like get this power, or like it can like trans through your fingers, and all of a sudden you have like this great what?
I
What do you
get it.
think touching a celebrity is going to do?
I
You
get
think
it
it's
how
gonna wash
some
off
people,
on you.
No, I get it how some people like they're literally just so in awe and fanned out that like you just wanted to touch them to see that it's
I've
real.
never had that inkling in my life.
Well, yeah, because you're not like a fan.
Even
type
as
of
a
person.
child, like even as a young like kid, like I would never think, oh my god, like I want to touch. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never.
And I feel like it's mostly women too. It's more like the women want to touch male celebrities. Like
You see when Drake be walking out?
I've seen a lot of men try to touch male celebrities.
yeah, but not in a way that like women will literally try to grab a man's piece.
That's a little bit extreme.
You've seen that video of the baby?
The baby, no.
He's like
That's a little
performing.
bit. I don't think the average fanned out girl is trying to grab a celebrity's piece. Maybe like his arm, maybe try to hug him, but grab his piece is extreme, Tresor.
People in front rows of concerts are actively trying to grab pieces. I've seen multiple. I've seen it with multiple celebrities.
You're saying
It starts on the abs and then it goes down to the piece. It happens in multiple, and you don't even have to be. It's happened with me,
I beg your pardon.
bro.
Was I not on
What
stage at
girl-
Manifesto when this happened? Jeez.
What? Hold
Every
on.
single frosh I've hosted, where if I stand up on the barrier in front of the crowd, someone tried to grab my piece. Every single one of them. Every single one. Like, it's not uncommon.
Trying to grab
Damn.
a man's gummy worm in public is crazy.
Like, that is very, very common.
Like-
I agree. Yeah.
Yuck.
Especially if people are like sexual artists. You didn't see
Yeah,
where
I won't lie.
they
That's
tried to grab
where
up Dexter Daps.
I've seen that.
The
Like,
video of them
if
trying to
you-
grab Vibe
yeah,
Cartel's
if they're like
piece.
sexy, like oiled up, and they're at the front, I've definitely seen. Yeah, girls are going straight for the
D'Angelo
piece.
like stopped making music because of that, right?
Did he? Is that? I don't know.
He was being sexualized so much, and he was just saying he just didn't feel like a human being whenever
Yeah.
he interacted with anyone.
Yeah,
because of
Yeah.
music.
but
So,
I
like,
get that. That's why, honestly, like I've said before, I don't think humans were created to have
fame.
this much access. No, not even just fame. It's just have this, like, to see so much opinions and have this much access to people. Where
too much.
I honestly would be completely fine. And that's why I get why some people run other people's social media accounts. Like, I would be completely fine just making content and posting it and not having to look at comments or anything ever.
You're gonna get to that point. You're saying?
I think eventually I'll get to that point where it's like I could get someone else to respond to comments. Like,
Oh
I don't
yeah, you'll have
care.
like a community management team.
Like, I don't care
You have
to
that Steve Harvey situation.
like I don't care to read it, negative, positive, or like I just want to post it and go.
yeah.
Like, I would prefer that, honestly, because it's tiring, bro, and it's just
Extremely.
seeing so much opinions on a daily basis.
It's
just
not healthy.
It's draining.
It's not healthy. It
Especially
can't be.
if it's your job. So like you're seeing, like you part of my job is to be current on what's going on. So I kind of have to look.
It's a catch-22.
Yeah. Ugh. Yuck.
Ew.
I rate people that can be very present and active as a content creator, and like they're almost detached from like the social media and everything that's going on. Like their content is just almost all evergreen. Like I rate that, people that are able to make that for themselves.
We're in a spot where either it's famous people who are like don't want to be famous, or there's people who are not famous who are like completely delusional and like fighting for fame. Like Byron Messia had the nerve to say that he. What
did he say?
He said that Taliban. I don't know.
Oh,
Also, I don't know how true this is. I also don't know because
Y'all are Jamaican. Y'all
it was black box font.
This could be just
it could be
big
fake
font.
because it was definitely like big font type post.
But let's say it's true.
Let's have a little fun with it and say that it's true. So Byron Messia, the man who sang and wrote or whatever, Talibans, the artist behind Talibans, which I fought for, by the way. I fought for that song to be Song of the Summer.
I don't know if anybody fought harder than
I don't know if anybody fought harder than me.
Yeah.
But that big-headed man had the nerve to say that if it is true, we're going with it's true. It might not be, but if it is true, he said that Talibans is the best dancehall song since 2005. 2005. Do you know how many dancehall songs came out since 2005?
Yeah, now that I'm doing my research, I don't think it's real.
It's
but
fake.
let's say it is. But I'm almost positive it's not real.
Not running with a fake narrative.
There's no sources that connect it to him.
Yeah. So
So this could be fake news.
It probably is.
It likely is. Like, let me check right now. It likely is.
I think it's ball sack sports.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it?
Not
then
the
it's definitely
accounts.
fake. Oh,
I'm just saying.
We like that
It was
concept.
big text.
That shit we need to figure that out.
And people be following, bro. My friends have sent me stuff where it's like Damian Lillard signed to Oklahoma City Thunder for a $500 million deal.
Well, ESPN will put the quote up, right?
I'm like, bro, this is from Ball Sack Sports. This is not
Cock sources.
real.
yeah.
We're worried about like our grandparents and everything being tricked on Facebook about something. Meanwhile, people are just being fooled day in, day out by ball sack sports and these
I've
big
actually
font
cried
graphics.
because
Ball Sack Sports has definitely gotten me a few
the
times.
Byron Messiah thing is definitely probably cap.
What? I'm not as
They said he posted on his story, but I mean, this could very much be edited. You never know.
I'm not as well advanced in dancehall as I am like hip hop or something like that. What like, is that valid? What he's saying?
Well, let me tell you about
I feel like I
hold
can
on,
think
hold on,
of
wait.
a couple
He did
songs.
repost though that UK Daily Rap or UK Rap Daily posted that Byron Messia and Burna Boy's Talibans could be the first dancehall record to reach top 10 in the UK since Sean Paul's We Be Burnin'.
I mean, if that's a
But is
statistic,
That's a charting thing though.
But damn, We Be Burnin' was the last song to top 10 in the
dancehall song,
UK?
dancehall song, I can see that.
But aren't there bare Jamaicans live in the UK that listen to dancehall? But
They do, but it's not going to reach the charts.
That's a good question. What has been the last top charting dancehall song in North America?
And what counts as dancehall?
What do you mean?
Like, what counts as dancehall?
But didn't Byron Messi also say that his song? I know he said, but he said that he didn't have a lot of Jamaican influence because that started a whole thing too. So is his song even dancehall now? I wouldn't consider it dancehall at all.
I would say it is.
No, it's not dancehall, Tresor.
I'd say it. So what is it? It's not Afrobeats. It's closer to dancehall than Afrobeat. The beat is an Afrobeats type beat, but how he's performing on the song, it's more closer to dancehall.
But he said he had no Jamaican influence.
Well, he's lying. He's lying. And everyone said, bro, you're lying.
I don't know if I'm giving it a dancehall because I feel like dancehall is more like you know a dancehall song when you hear it.
But what would make Taliban's not a dancehall song?
I think the beat. Just because he has like an accent that's like kind of sounds Jamaican and he's using like similar like patois verbiage, I don't think you can consider that dancehall. I think the whole like
think it's
energy
close
and
enough.
production and whatever makes it more dancehall than anything else.
This is why I struggle with this because I struggle
it's
with the
close enough.
distinction of what makes something.
I think it's
dancehall.
definitely close enough. But to answer your question about,
Yes.
let me tell you about a young man named Vibes Cartel.
I don't know who that is. Yeah,
You don't know who that is?
I said I know
said,
who
I
that
don't
is.
know.
I was
Oh,
like,
I was
I know who
Get Out.
Vibes is.
Oh
Him
my God.
alone has had multiple tracks that would be in the contender. For
Oh, since
like,
05, yeah.
since 05.
That's a
for
long
best.
time, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Since 05, are you kidding me? Do you know how many songs Vibes Cartel has dropped since 05?
Yeah, like I'm realizing
Yeah.
all his.
The 2010s alone.
2010s
will
alone,
wipe Byron Messia under the what?
Those aren't like those aren't radio songs, so it would never those songs
Yeah.
would never chart. But those songs are definitely better than
and
Taliban.
Vibes Cartel is also a convicted criminal, so it most likely won't chart,
Yeah.
even if they were. But
But to what you were saying, the last dance hall song that charted that probably would count as dance hall was probably One Dance.
that counts.
That's probably the last that would count as dance hall. I'm saying
we're counting One Dance as dancehall.
you would have to. They count it as dance hall. I'm
Who's
pretty
they?
sure. Like charting systems, didn't it?
I don't know. Maybe
It
calling
wasn't. What,
hold on,
so
let me
what
look
would
it
you
up and see if it-
what would you categorize it as?
pop.
One Dance?
Yeah. Controller, I might
Or maybe
categorize
Controller.
as dancehall.
Plot twist, guys.
What?
It is categorized as Afrobeats.
What is
One Dance?
Yeah.
One Dance?
What about
I
Controller?
Googled One Dance genre and it says Afrobeat, hip hop, and R&B.
What about Controller? Controller might be listed as dancehall, maybe, but I'm thinking more of like the popcorn version.
No, it's not just.
But also,
popping up, like-
I think
yeah, that is just dancehall. Period.
Controller.
Yeah.
Did Controller chart? Probably. I think it did.
it did, but I think One Dance did better than Controller though.
Yeah, but I'm not.
16 on the.
I'm not
Billboard.
considering One Dance dancehall. I can't. Sorry. No.
Yeah,
Production.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what the closest one probably would have been.
Yeah.
I feel like it probably would have been Controller or One Dance. There hasn't been a
I'm thinking like pure dancehall. Like that's
pure dancehall. It doesn't chart.
Yeah,
Like,
I would say I don't
it's
think
not
like
gonna chart.
real authentic dancehall doesn't chart.
like
in
Hold
Fortune.
Ya and like things.
I don't
like
think
that.
Hold Ya charted. Maybe
Those songs-
did when Nicki Minaj got it? Did it even
like
chart?
did
I don't
that-
know.
Hold on.
I don't think those
I don't
songs-
even want to ask this because I didn't.
What?
Shensia and Meg.
Shensia. Oh, I'm not.
I don't
I'm
think
not
that
considering
charted.
that. I don't think it
That
charted.
song
either.
wasn't fire.
Forget.
Just ask it.
Is No Games a dancehall song?
Yeah.
Yeah, by Serrani.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's
That's like
song is
long,
like-
Did that chart though?
It did.
did-
No Games charted.
It did at the time. Yes.
Long ago though.
That was what 2009,
9?
Way
10,
Old ass song.
probably around there. It might even be earlier than that.
2008.
This is what I mean. Genres really
feel like No Games
messed
was
me up, man.
early.
It's listed as Arabic hip hop, UK R&B, reggae, and Levant.
See, that's
rap.
the thing. I don't know if you can.
There's so many
because-
subjects. Yeah, like what the hell is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, what is that?
Levant rap.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, music is in a.
But they need to bring that old dance hall back though.
What do you mean by old dance hall back?
Like mid 2010s dance hall, that style needs to come back.
Yeah, man.
I'm kind of
Like the-
over the skang skilly bang style of that. Like
you
the
want more, you
gunman
want more
dance.
bubbling tracks.
Yeah, like the gunman dance hall.
KISSING.
Like gunman dance hall. I feel like we've had enough. We need to go back
I
to
feel
the.
like we've had like new dance hall is an influx of gunman dance hall.
We need to-
Skang, skillabang,
Yeah.
like yeah.
We
they
need
are
to
giving
go
you-
back to like the Idonia alkaline vibes cartel type of even the dancey songs need to go back to that time.
But what's the last dance hall, like the new dance hall, but like what's a new dance hall you can really like bubble to? Like, oh, this is a bowling track. Like even Popcorn, like has he dropped a real like bubbling track lately? I could be wrong. I don't know.
Not that I can remember. The last bubbling dance hall song
It's like to me,
It's probably-
Shake
it's
is probably one of
probably-
the most
it's-
recent ones.
was
Jada Kingdom and Skillabang.
is that after Breaking News?
I think so, maybe.
But I don't. Shake didn't boom like that though.
I love that song.
It's a good song, but it didn't blow like. I think the last like big mainstream one was probably the.
But you're right.
Breaking Out Teeth or
Dexter Daps does give us good bubbling tracks. Breaking News, Wi-Fi,
Call Me If,
Call Me If, yeah,
Twinkle.
yeah. Those
But
are-
that's also a different. That's slow wine bubbling track.
oh, you want like dagger bubbling tracks?
Tip on your toe, again, again. Hey, turn back way. All right, hey. Skin out the tie, put on it. Girl, make your body jump. Like that type of dance song needs to come back. I know that you want my girl, that you want. Like that type of songs need to come back. Even the dancing ones. After me, step out in me, black on. That needs to come back, bro. Me say, I don't in your throat, girl. That needs to come back, bro.
Fact.
Tonight every girl on turn on able. Turn on body free, gonna jump crow. What? Rock out. Those songs need to come back, bro. Those are the golden eras, bro.
2010s were the goal.
Oh my
it's a
God.
great era. I'm realizing.
Give me the put on attentive. What? Come on, bro.
What is the playlist going to
Here we go in your light. I'm your nice. Like
It's lit. I love it. I love the way it's making me realize all the
Vibes Cartel.
Man,
I was waiting for him to just like stop.
Bro.
Just like song after song after
I know,
song
I was like,
after
God
song.
damn.
I was like,
Vibes
holy.
Cartel alone between the dancing and the bubbling.
I'm glad I asked that question.
Clark's straight jeans and fitted. Come on, bro.
Honestly, yeah. I won't. Yeah, I don't know. Dancehall's in a weird place right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we really don't have.
Ladies,
Did Rum and Red Bull come out before?
The girl about boy, she said, if it's hot, take a shot, but they cut. Come on, see, like we need that energy back, bro. The basement jams energy. We need that back, bro. Alkaline needs to come back. He disappeared like the airbender, bro. When we needed him the most.
Ladies,
Come
my
on.
girl.
Like we need
That's a banger.
we need those songs to come back that like when they drop, you're looking around trying to find someone to dance to.
Yes, we haven't had a song where like you hear it, you're like, "Where's the man? Where's the gal?"
You
We're
have
like,
to.
Yo, those days are long gone. I could tell you last time I heard a song where I'm like, I have to find a man.
Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down.
Yeah.
Break it down. We need that
I
back,
couldn't tell you
bro.
the last time. No, you're right. We are missing songs where you hear it that you have to go find a bubble.
Yeah.
We're losing recipes.
We are.
We need more Find a Gal.
They need to free vibes, bro.
I mean, they don't have to free him. It's not let him make more music.
Yeah, just let him put a studio in the jail.
We
That's
should
where they've
really
been doing that, though.
campaign for that. That artists, when they get locked up, should have studio rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
old
not
days.
gonna make the joke. We need
What joke are you gonna make?
Nah, what's up? What's up next?
Anyway, well, I'm reading the topic list, so I'm trying to get through everything. Who wrote, "Can you buy your male best friend his dream gift"? Who wrote
I did.
Yo, what?
I did.
What a toxic
I did.
question.
What type of dumb question
Hold
is
on.
this?
Because I saw it on a TikTok.
Land your plane.
A girl said, "Am I wrong for buying my male best friend a dream gift?" So what had happened
What's the
was
gift?
she has bread. Her male best friend said he wanted this specific watch for his birthday, and his birthday was coming up. So she got the watch. He has a birthday dinner where he opened all the presents. She asked him to open her present last.
Okay.
Like she asked him to open her present last. He's in a relationship. She's in a relationship. They're both cuffed, like to different people. They've been best friends
That
forever.
is I was gonna ask. That's a
She has money. She got him the present. She asked him to open it at last. He opened his girlfriend's gift. She like knitted him a sweater. Like she crocheted him a sweater and got him a book. Right? So he opens her gift. It's the watch. He bursts out with joy, jumps over the table, gives her a giant bear hug, says, "This is the best gift I've ever gotten in my life."
Oh, God.
Day ends. The next day, the girlfriend messages the best friend and says, "Hey, like the gift was nice and I appreciate it, but you didn't really read the room and it was kind of disrespectful." So she's saying, "Am I wrong for buying
Am I
him
the
this
asshole?
gift
Oh, I love these.
even though like I have the means to do it? And like this is platonic. I don't like him. He doesn't like me. I just have bread and I could buy him this and he said he wanted it." So is she wrong for doing that?
Okay. I would have asked my man if he's comfortable with me doing that, and I would have asked his girl first. I would have said, "Hey, you know, him and I are cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he really likes this watch. Are you comfortable with me getting the?" You kind of have to, because I mean, if homegirl's knitting him a sweater, like imagine imagine if I gifted one of you guys a freaking Rolex, and your girl got you Jordan 1s, like
2K.
Like, yeah, like, come on. That looks crazy. It does look crazy. You would have to ask the girl, like, "Yo, by the way, like, you know, I was thinking of getting this for her birthday. Like, is that okay with you? I understand it might be a lot. So, you know, I feel like you kind of gotta ask, low key, and it kind of sucks for him if his girlfriend says no, your girl's a hater.
She's a big hater.
Would you be cheese if your girl?
The biggest hater. You're the biggest hater.
But I feel like you at least gotta prep the girl. Like if you don't, the girl shouldn't be caught off guard that her man's.
She's holding this bum ass knitted sweater and
Drops it. A Rolex.
Yeah,
and you pull an AP. You pull an AP out the.
yeah. And like I said, I'm all for giving.
You know I love Philippe.
Yeah, I'm all for giving, like, you know, gifts, you know, my guy friends, whoever, whatever the case is. I'm all for it. But yeah, you gotta kind of draw a line. I've gotten my guy friends gifts before, and they've gotten me gifts before.
I don't even think it's the watch that like is the issue, or that it's like a really expensive gift. It's like everything she did, you know, like. You made him open it.
Yeah,
last?
low key. Yeah,
That's
don't
crazy.
but my
this
thing
is about you now. Like,
okay,
this is a show. This is showtime. Like,
if he opened it first, does he give a fuck about the other gifts? No. So it's kind of like, yeah, what do you open it?
And also, I can see in the moment you're not really thinking about it, but as the guy too, like if it's me, he jumped across the table and gave her a bear hug.
Yeah.
but that's what she wanted, bro. Like, that was
But
the
that's
moment
what she wanted. She wanted
crafted
that, yeah.
and curated that moment, you know?
She wanted
She's
that.
wild. She did too much.
But now
That's what I
imagine
think.
you're just in the background as the other partner, just watching your man have all this joy that this other woman provided
Yeah, I
for
might
him.
be stressed still.
like
you
when-
can't one up me on my man's gift. What?
It's like when people
you
co-parent
dumb?
and like the one
Yeah,
parent
not in
makes more
public
money.
too. But I know situation without saying too much. I know a situation where a guy who was rich gifted his friend's girl.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you know the situation?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
How do you know?
Because someone told me.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, a
I know
very
exactly
rich
what you're
man
talking about.
gifted.
Shit, y'all gotta tell me.
We'll tell you off air because it's very sticky. A very wealthy man gifted his friend's girlfriend an extremely expensive gift. And I guess it's kind of like we're all being friends. It's kind of like, you know, like it's kind of like I have a man and wait, are you sure it's the same thing? Show me what that is.
Word.
Wait, let me see.
I didn't know.
Because I feel like, oh yeah. No. Maybe that's a different situation, but it's not the same friend.
But the first guy is right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably the same story. Just
Yeah. But
I haven't seen that. That's Oh, okay.
Yeah, but my thing is like, and yes, he did know the girl, but like it to me is nuts. Like that to me is nuts. Like him and the girl weren't even like yes, they were like know each other, blah blah, but they weren't like that to the point where you are gifting his girl, like your boy's girl, something
some crazy like,
gift.
Yeah. I think that's nasty work.
It depends. So what's the gift limit?
When you have like
Yeah,
because my
like
thing
you
is,
have a man. I can't get you a Lambo.
oh yeah, that's crazy.
I can't.
Imagine it's a birthday party, right? And it's a birthday dinner, and Tresor goes, Zoie, come outside.
Yo,
and my
everybody come out. No, let's paint the scene. Yo, everybody come outside. And then like, Cam, close Zoe's eyes. And it's quiet. Everyone's like, yo, what's going on? You hear is and there's a giant bow on top of a Huracan
Lambo truck. And Tresor's like, happy birthday. And
With his arms out like that.
And my man is just in the back like, yo.
No, it's a slow zoom in on your man. It starts to go black and white. The piano comes in on the
because
background.
you know
like, that's what's happening to him.
because
bro.
you know in that situation.
My God.
Because you know in that situation, everyone else doesn't care.
You're upsetting me just
Everyone
by
else,
saying this.
everyone
Just
else
thinking
around
about
you,
it.
all your friends, everyone else is like, what?
I'm twerking in front of the car, turning the music up in the bed. Hey!
And he's just in the
And
back,
Tresor's there. Yeah.
and your
And
man's
my
just
man
in the back,
looking through the restaurant window.
holding your necklace from Tiffany.
Oh my God.
That's tough. Like, so what's the limit? What's the gift limit?
Yeah, there actually has
That's
to be a gift
fucked up.
limit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, what is the gift limit? You know what makes it, you know what I do? So sometimes if it's relationships, I make it like a group gift. You know what I'm saying? So it's from like me and this and this. Like, let's all pitch in bread and get Tresor this. So it's not just, oh, Zoe got you an Apple Watch. It's Zoe, Trey, and Clyde got you an Apple. You know what I'm saying? At least so we know you got you what you wanted, but it's just not coming from me as extravagant gift. Maybe I might put up more bread for it because like I can afford to, but like, you know, you guys give me a couple of and we get you this gift. That way it doesn't look too crazy. So it's like Trey, Clyde, and Tresor got Zoe a Lambo's truck. Manifesting.
That's crazy. I don't know.
But no, there has to be there has to be a gift limit when it comes to when your relationships. Yeah, once we're at the age of relationships, there has to be a gift limit. And if you really want to get me a crazy gift, you gotta ask my man first. You can't have my man looking crazy with his mouth open. He's
personal or of interest, there's a difference.
What do you mean?
So, for example, like if the girl wanted something that's very valuable to her personally,
Oh,
versus like if she wanted a specific type of clothing.
Yeah, because what if it's a little bit too sentimental, you know?
Yeah,
what
it's
if
like
he
a locket picture
Yeah, what if
heart
he like
thing.
He got you a
hand wrote?
bust down chain with like one of
Okay,
your
no.
family members in it.
That's his bust
Like
down
they
shit.
get
It doesn't
like
have to be bust down
Taina
chain,
did
but
to
I
G
mean, like, what
Herbo.
if it's like very, you know, when like you put a lot of effort into someone, like is that a flag too? Like, do you? If
I don't
That,
think
that
so.
might be worse.
That might be worse, actually.
Yeah, like say
It
like
depends.
a man.
You
You get a Tiffany locket with a picture of you
No,
two in
not
it?
tip,
Fuck
no,
out
no,
of
no,
here.
no, not that. But
It
I mean, like,
depends.
say like he's like, oh, you mentioned, you know, last year that you really like this
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
so I got
no.
this done for you,
No,
and I
no,
went
no,
to
no,
New
no.
York. Like,
As
what
a-
if it's like a very sentimental?
As a
like I mentioned.
friend, as a opposite gender friend, your gift has to be very surface level. Even if it's expensive, it has to be surface level.
Relationship or
can't-
single? Does it make a difference?
I don't think it does make a difference because it gets it like I can't get you the stone that your grandma gifted you when you were 6 and you lost it in a house fire and like I can't do that. That's way too like
You think it's a little bit too deep?
yeah, like I think that's a little too deep.
You can't get like a pendant with both of your parents' birthstones on it because they passed recently or something, and you know that means a lot to her. Or
Really?
something. Yeah.
Like I can't get you a gift that's gonna make you cry.
What? Why?
You can't. As a male friend, I can't do that.
As a male friend,
But
and
I
she
cry
has
for
a man.
everything.
Yeah.
I cry for everything. You can get me freaking.
On us, it looks more like a flex.
I
A little
don't.
bit.
I think gift giving, it's almost like a read the room type thing, you know?
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
than it is like, hey, don't go over this number. What's the limit type thing.
Yeah, it definitely depends what it is.
Like if it was like, oh, yeah, if it's like, oh, like, you know, your dad had this thing on and I got this made for you, especially blah, 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 then I'd be like, oh my God. Yeah, it is. It depends. Yeah, I feel like when it's sentimental and a lot of effort put into, or if he like handmade me something, or like I went to this class and I made you this thing, I'd be like, oh, wowza. Yeah, that's a little sticky too.
Yeah, you can't do.
So would
stuff
you rather
like
the Lambo truck or a handcrafted gift that he made her?
that. Well, personally, of course, you want the Lambo truck.
No, but I'm saying for your girl to receive. Would you rather your girl receive the Lambo truck or
and
her
I'm
receive?
unaware.
Yes. Or would you rather her receive you're unaware in both scenarios. Would you
I'd
rather her receive the Lambo truck or a very personally crafted gift that he did?
I'd prefer the personally crafted gift. Yeah,
Okay.
easily. Because at least with that, my ego isn't hurt.
And she's crying
And-
though.
Yeah.
Girl, a Lambo, we're throwing hands. I'm sorry.
You throwing hands outside the Lambo truck?
Absolutely.
I'll run you both over.
What do you mean you
piss
don't
me
know?
off.
You guys said if you don't know.
We mean
That
you
they're
don't know.
getting it.
Like
they
the
didn't tell
man
you.
Oh, you're
didn't-
surprised at the same time as her.
Like, for example, Tresor showed up. It's my birthday party. My man's here. Tresor showed up to my birthday party. My man
Yeah,
has
no,
no
that-
idea there's a Lambo truck with a bow outside.
Yeah, no, the Lambo, the expensive, over-the-top, excess gesture.
Is
Man,
worse than a very deep sentimental
Yeah,
gift.
we gotta talk.
I think it's deep.
Yeah, we gotta talk. Fam.
It's worse.
You gotta talk.
Yeah, we gotta talk. What's
What
going
do
on?
you
What's
think?
going on? What's going on, fam? Yeah.
It's worse.
What do you mean? What do you mean a Lambo?
That's what's going on.
What's going
It's
on? No,
worse.
what's popping?
And I think it depends on your response to the gift as well. Like that matters too.
Are you hitting him? Are you hitting him the next day? Like, yo, dog, like, yo, for real, what's going
Oh
on?
Me
no,
as
the
a man,
party's
I'm not
over.
doing
Everyone's
that.
having a bad time.
No, but
No,
me-
don't do that.
Me as a man, I'm not doing that. But
You're
might
not
want
gonna
to.
check him at all. You're just gonna hold it, and now your shorty's just driving this Lambo truck, and you're holding this.
But I would talk to her. Why am I talking to him? Because at that point, I look waste.
If you talk to him,
Yes, that's another thing that girls are allowed to get off. Like My girl can message you and say, yo, that wasn't right.
Oh, okay.
I can't message a man and be like, yo, why'd you get my girl a Lambo truck? Because now I just look insecure.
You can't come to a man.
Yeah, I can't. And because
Man
on
to
both
man.
on
Yeah.
both sides, if I was the boyfriend, what am I saying to him? Why'd you do that? That's not cool. And all he's gonna say is, "Oh, my bad," and it's done.
So
And if I was the other person, if I was the gift giver, and a man messaged me like, "Yo, you shouldn't have got my girl that,"
Stop.
all I'm gonna say is, "Oh, my bad."
So devil's advocate again. Say your girl was really uncomfortable with you getting this watch and asked you to give it back.
No, now you're a hater. You're just
Yeah,
a hater.
now you're doing something. Yeah,
You're just a hater. Because and no, that's
Would
wrong.
you give it back?
No, that's wrong.
Now what?
That's wrong because it's not about you. Why are you insecure about my birthday gift? It's about me.
Because I knit you a sweater and she got you a freaking AP.
Yes, but you should want me
I
to
thought you were
have
saying you are broke.
no. You should want me to have the best birthday that I can.
For sure, but it was at the hands of another girl. I'm
Yeah,
your
that's
girl.
ego, but that's ego. That's all ego. You want to have the best gift for me.
Not the best gift, but I want like
Or
that's a
you
little
don't want
bit much.
someone else to have the best gift. That's just ego.
So
This is why men don't like birthdays. It's not about that.
okay, so give it back or we're breaking up.
What is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong
This is
with
why men
you?
hate birthdays.
Ultimatums.
Man. This is
Like,
why we
what
don't
is
like
wrong
birthdays.
with
Do you believe in ultimatums?
No.
Do we believe in ultimatums?
No, that's no.
I don't
This-
like them either.
Like, you are so hurt.
but actually, we'll get into it after. Go ahead.
You are so hurt that my friend got me an AP that you would rather me give back this watch that I've wanted my whole life just for you to feel better about yourself?
I'm sad.
I'm happy,
I'm sad.
but it's my birthday.
I'm sad.
That's crazy.
I'm playing devil's advocate, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
being
you can't-
serious.
you can't
I'm
do
not
that.
being serious. I would never ask. If that happened to me, I low-key be the girl like, yo, respectfully, you're up. You should have told me you're getting my man an AP. You should at least told me you're getting my man an AP.
Let's fight.
Low-key, you should have told me you're getting my man an AP.
If I bring it to the man, I'm gonna do it in a joking way. I'm not gonna try to press him.
Okay.
I'm be like, yo,
And,
fam, like, man, aren't even telling me, like, you know, I'm gonna make
Yeah.
it funny. I'm not gonna, and let him know that, yo, like, don't do that next year, fam.
You're not invited. You're
Like,
not invited.
You're not
next year.
invited next year. You're stay at home.
Yeah.
But I can't, I'm not gonna try to press the man. Then I just look
Does
like
it bother you when guys say, oh, you got a good girl? You know what Drewski
Yo, the
man-
Drewski
guy-
clip?
The Drewski
Oh
guy's
my
like, yeah,
God.
you got a good one,
Oh,
man.
well, to this day, no one has said that to my face. But I feel like
But would it bother you if it was like, man, hold her down, yo, you got a good one?
it would rub me the wrong way. It would
Yeah.
rub me the wrong way.
I don't like any of the like authoritative like friend,
Yeah, why you telling me,
dad,
like-
kind of saying crazy things to you. You better be careful with her. Like I don't like. I don't like
I
any of
hate
that
I
ever.
feel like if it's family, it's different.
A
You know what
dad
I'm
can
saying?
get that off. A dad
Yeah,
should do
'cause,
that
like,
and get that off. But
with-
even when the way I've had dads say crazy shit to me, that was just like
With me, like I feel like the men in my family are, because I don't really bring guys around that much. So like when it gets to the point where I ever do, like they're more like, okay, like yo, by the way, like when it comes to Zoe, like don't play with her. They would get that off for sure. Because I'm like, one, my dad passed away, so they feel like they have to like step in, sort of. So like they'll get that off. Especially
I don't like that shit.
Especially my uncle, he'll definitely get it off.
But also-
like I don't
But
think it's a
family
bad
makes
thing.
sense.
I would warn my man, like yo, by the way, they might get this off. But that's just they're protective of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
But also,
I don't have-
for family
Family
family is allowed. Family is allowed.
But
I don't
your
like the
homeboys that's messy.
but I don't know. But even so,
my
I don't know.
sister-in-law's
Maybe
like
I'm
that.
different because it's like, what are you really gonna do? Like, what are you really gonna do? Like, if my
I
little
break her
cousin,
heart?
like if my little cousin's boyfriend, if he slimes her out, well, I'm gonna go pull up to his crib. All I'm gonna be able to do is just comfort her. So why am I trying to scare this young man? It's not gonna change what he's intending on doing.
I mean, my family's a little bit different.
Like, odds are
A
it's
lot of
probably
guys
not
are
gonna
on that
happen.
type of time.
If,
A
like-
lot of guys are on that type.
Yeah,
of time.
like if it's more just like he did me dirty, he broke my heart. No, but if he like hit me,
That's
it might be
different.
curtains.
Like
Nah, I'm
might
not
be
talking about that. I'm
I-
talking about
yeah.
like a man just broke your heart.
Oh yeah, no, I think my family.
You know, in theory, I think you're right and everything. Like, I do think that it's kind of like whatever. But then I think about my niece, and I think about if she was crying, and I'm like picturing that, and then I like
Yeah.
picturing her saying it was over a guy, and I'm like,
But then on
I
top
don't know,
of that,
fam. I may have to go see someone.
But
Like,
then on top of that, if we're being real, you know who you can and can't do that to. You're not gonna do if
I know
if
who I have
Zoe's-
to bring more people
if,
forward.
yeah, if
That's what I know.
Zoe's your niece and her boyfriend is like one of them, you're not pulling up to his crib.
Why
Am I bringing two niggas or am I bringing
why
five?
Does my
Like, that's
man
what
gotta
it
be
is.
one of them.
No, I'm just saying, if it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people you're bringing. There's certain people.
Oh, yeah.
You are not doing that. You can only get that off with certain people. If Zoe's
Well, then why are you even
boyfriend,
seeing these types of people?
if Zoe's boyfriend's dad is Jay Prince, you're not pulling up to his house.
Certain types of people, yeah.
You're not pulling up to his house. So
You mean if my boyfriend's I get it, it's Jay Prince, you can't pull up.
you're not trying to rough him up. It's not happening.
No.
That's a death wish.
But I mean, hey man.
I don't know, man. I feel like all you could do is just try to prepare your family member just for life.
I'm not gonna
Comfort
say
them.
too much because personal, but I've had some male family members do some scary stuff.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. I won't say what on camera. I'll tell you guys after we stop recording.
But
But,
that's-
I've had them do some.
But that's why also you have to be aware.
Not to my exes personally, or not to my old situations, but like other women in the family, if they've been like something serious went down with a guy, they're finding him.
But that's why I think a girl's family is important for you to do your recon on before you get with them.
Yeah.
Like if your family's full of gangbangers, I'm not wifing you.
I would say my
That's what I
family.
mean.
matter
Like,
how great-
like, pick your battles.
My
Know who you're
family's not
fucking
full of
with.
gangbangers, but they're filled with men who are a little bit can be unhinged. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
gonna lie.
there's a difference. There's a big
There's no
difference.
gangbangers, but there's
There's a
definitely
difference.
some unhinged.
If your family's full of bloods, I'm not wifing you. Even if you're not a part of that life, I'm not doing it.
Samoan?
Yeah, I don't want to have to fight Samoans.
Wow, what's happening to
you don't want
Samoans?
you don't want beef
They're
with
big.
Samoans.
So you say Samoans are big?
There's
They
some
are
big guys.
They're large
Yeah.
people. I don't want smoke with them.
Yeah.
Their families are tight, like insanely tight.
Yeah.
Like if you break one of their like family members' hearts, it's over.
Yeah. I had a situation in high school when a guy stole my phone, and my cousins were gonna go break his hands.
Yeah,
Like it was like my mom was like, "Be serious." They were
that's
like,
family though. That's what you do for
yeah.
family.
They were like, "No,
I get
like
that.
he literally stole my phone at my birthday party." Again, okay, just sort of.
Nah, that's bad.
It's not, and I was literally crying. I was so mad, and we found out who it was, and my cousins were like, "Yo, like, nah, we're gonna go break his hands."
I feel like that's one of the slimiest things you can do.
Steal someone's
is
phone.
Steal someone's phone.
It's nasty.
Bro.
It's very nasty.
It's
so
so
nasty.
It's such a desperation type thing. Like, why are you
Yeah.
stealing phones,
He was
man?
a
Like,
desperate nigga.
how much are you gonna get off of this?
Desperate. And I don't know why the hell he was invited to
Even
that
if it's the
party.
newest iPhone, like, come
Yeah,
on.
he was sick.
Well, these days it would literally be useless. But back then, when you could actually steal phones and use them, that's
People,
wrong.
yeah, if
bro.
you've ever stolen a phone, you're a grimy you.
Yeah.
Yo. Like you're grimy.
I had my iPod stolen out of my like pants in gym class. I
I've
remember.
never stolen a phone, yo. A
Yeah.
phone. One thing about me, wallets, I'll always return it early. If I find it in public, I'll give it to the cashier. I'm never going home with someone's belongings.
Facts.
Cause be very real, yo. Like someone's whole life is in their phone.
Yeah, you're sick.
Like you're crazy. I remember you know how many times I found phones in airports and I turned them in because I'm like, yo, you're like the feeling of losing your phone is one of the worst feelings in the entire world. Like your heart literally
When
drops
you
to the
tap
middle
your
of your
pockets
coochie.
and it's not there.
Like, oh my God. And then you're looking around. You like, and when you have that, like, yo, it's actually gone, and you start to panic.
I need to
it's
see a
nasty.
woman go through that before I date her.
Everyone says that.
When
And I
she
don't know-
loses her phone.
When a woman loses
You got to
her phone.
find out about people. And I think that's one of the biggest,
Bro.
like, you want to find out about someone, you want to know who they are, watch them lose their phone.
That's tough. That's
Or vape.
they're
Oh, yeah.
that's-
I won't lie. The vapor girls are crazy.
yeah, they're too.
I have a friend, nameless,
They're just
respect her. Whenever she loses her vape, she turns. Even I'm like, girl, be fucking for real. She's just a psychopath. She's like, where is it? Where is it? And I'm like, okay.
that is called an addiction.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, for
that's,
sure.
that's yeah.
But I feel like losing a
Nicotine.
phone, that,
It's bad, bro. But have you ever seen the person that's on the complete other end of the spectrum where they
That
lose a
person who
phone?
stole it?
No, they lose their phone and they don't care
They
at
don't
all.
care.
And you're like,
that's a little
Money.
alarming.
yo,
That's
do you
money.
not? I've seen that too when someone's like, yeah, I can't find my phone.
Ah, shit. Get a
Whatever.
new one next week.
Yeah.
No, it's
right?
not even that. It's just like they realize that they lost their phone. And they're like,
Yeah, there's that. That's it. Like, all right,
whatever. Like, and I'm like, bro, you're not even mad at all. You're like, what am I gonna do? Like,
I rate that. It's like they're very free.
I kind
you
of
know,
rate
like
that,
they're
but
not.
it's a little scary at the same time because like you're not even a little bothered that you lost it. Like
I'm curious, like, what do you be up to in your regular life that like you're just not concerned if you lose your phone? But
You might not be a phone person.
yeah, I'd be cheesed if I lost
I feel like
my phone.
if you're someone that's not really on social media like that, you probably don't care.
That's
as
just me,
much.
bro. It's my phone. It's my sins. My texts. It's my numbers. My pictures.
why-
Oh my god.
That's why you're supposed to back up your phone every now and then.
Now y'all said not to use iCloud.
You could back up your phone to your computer.
Oh, without. Oh, I see what
Yeah.
you mean. Oh, okay.
that's kind of crazy.
That's what I do.
You
all
got
the-
computer space.
Right.
What do you mean? It's not. Your phone is how much?
How much do you
gigabytes?
have on your phone?
How much gigabytes? I think my phone is 256.
256. Yeah.
I have space on my computer for 256
For your
gigabytes.
phone?
Yeah.
256 gigs?
And I
Well,
don't even
not
think
all of the,
and the
not all of
backup.
the full thing. It's not
Yeah.
you're putting to like it just if you're just putting pictures, it's not 256.
No, but even the
gigs worth of
backup,
pictures.
I don't know how it works. So Apple texts
iTunes.
don't attack me, but like the backup, even if your phone is full and you back it up, the backup file is not as big as it's not
All
the
the photos?
256. It's
Yeah.
like compressed and encrypted and stuff to where
I need to do
it's way smaller space. I back up my phone like
I don't be having 100 gigs
every
free
year.
on my on my computer.
At least once a year I back up my phone. Because when I get a new phone, I just put it right back.
Yeah.
The worst is people that like, you know, that friend that gets a new phone or a new number all the time and you have to keep adding
hate
and
that.
adding and
I
adding
hate
their
that
number.
so much. I hate
I
it
stopped
so
changing
much.
it. I just put like the number after it.
My number ain't changed.
I'll
since
put
high
like
school.
Clyde 2, Clyde
My
3.
number's been the same since like grade 6.
Clyde 4.
This is the only number I've ever had in my entire life.
Now, my number was the same. I changed my number in uni, and I'm not even gonna lie, I changed it just so I could make an excuse that this girl didn't have my number anymore.
Oh my god.
I changed it because a girl had my number and I didn't want to talk to her anymore, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that I didn't want to talk to her anymore. So I changed
Was
my
she
number.
like a stalker or something?
No,
Was it like a bad situation? Were you scared?
No, I wasn't. It's just she's just one of those people where I didn't want to be in this confrontational situation with her.
So you changed your whole number?
So I changed.
You
my
didn't want to be the
number.
bearer of bad news.
Yeah,
you changed
so
your
I-
That's
number.
wild.
So I changed my number, and I got away with it for a few months,
That's a little bit wired.
and then she got a man, so I was free.
Yeah. Sorry, but my last because we talked about the ultimatums. So you say you don't believe in ultimatums?
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's like if you're at that point, I think it's done, bro.
So how are you
Curtains.
reacting to an ultimatum? Are you accepting your like how does like you know what I'm saying like
I think it's like going on a break.
ultimatum?
Yeah.
But how do you? Are you talking about like extreme ultimatum? Like like marry me or we're done?
Well, yeah. Okay. What's the ultimate? Yeah, I
I'm
think
saying,
it depends.
Like, is it an ultimate? Like, let's try. Is it an ultimatum or is it expressing your boundary? Because if I want to get married and you don't want to get married, or if I want to get married and you, don't want to get married, and I'm like, okay, well, it's like either we get married or we're not together. Is that an ultimatum? Or is that me telling you what I want?
That's an ultimatum.
Yeah, like do ultimatums? Does it depend on how you put it to someone? Because if
That's what I'm saying.
if I just say, hey, I don't like smoking, does that automatically just mean, okay, it's me or smoking? Like,
No, that's different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different.
But I'm saying if
That's
I
fair.
want to
An
get married
ultimatum-
and you don't,
yeah,
and I tell you, okay, well, so is that an ultimatum? Like,
if you say either we get married or we have to break up, that's an ultimatum because you're forcing that person to make a choice. That's an ultimatum. That's different than just saying,
a boundary is something you enforce on yourself. You don't even really need to tell
no,
anybody
you
else about
kind
your
of
boundary.
you have to let something. You have to let people know your boundaries. Like if I'm like, bro, like I don't want to like be married to you, or like I don't want whatever, then that's me expressing my boundaries. No,
yeah,
But you would express that because they tried to do like cross that boundary again and it didn't happen. So they're kind of like, I usually do this and it's like whatever, you know, and you're kind of like that's when you would have to express that you put down a boundary.
I'm not an ultimatum person, but I'm telling you right now, like if I don't want you around, I'll tell you that straight up.
and
Or if
you're
this is
only
not going any further, I'll just say that. Like
you're
there's no
only talking
ultimatum
about yourself in
in
expressing
the
a boundary.
boundary.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no like you just saying I want to get married. That's it. That's different
Okay,
than
but my thing is, and when you say, "Oh, I don't," then what?
then you have the discussion about okay, so what are we gonna do? It's not telling you what
You're in
to
a
do.
confrontation, not an ultimatum.
Yeah,
Okay, interesting.
I don't respond well to ultimatums.
I can tell you're a very person.
That's why I ended up breaking up with my little high school girlfriend that I dated.
What was the ultimatum she gave you in high school?
It's either the skits or me, Tresor.
Either you're on Instagram doing your little jokes for these other bitches, or you're with me.
It's either ice cream wines or me.
The way she phrased it.
My bad. I'm sorry. We did too much.
No, the way she phrased it, it was back in like the basketball. She's like, oh, how do you have all this time to do this and that, but no time for me? So why are we even together? I'm like, okay, so we're not. That's all she wrote, kids.
And then you broke up?
And then she's
Open
like,
and open and shut case,
I
Johnson.
didn't mean to. I'm like,
But that
bro,
wasn't
like,
really an ultimatum, though. You just kind of like threw that on her. She didn't
No,
say
it was a
it's-
threat. It was like a threat. It was like, why are we even together if you don't XYZ? Okay.
It's like, all right, you know what? You're right. Let's not.
I'd be sick if I asked them. So like, but I feel like that's also kind of a little bit of a wild question. Like, why are we even together? It's kind of like, ooh,
Yes, but now, of course, now that I'm older, I wouldn't respond the same way to
Yeah.
that line of questioning.
Yeah.
But as a young kid, like, bro, you're not about to like, what do you mean? Why are we even together then?
ever. You'd respond, all right, we're done. Oh, my stomach would be in my butt. Butthole.
Yeah, she tried to like retract it, but I was like, nah. Like, yeah, definitely probably didn't. 16-year-old me didn't handle that the best.
That really is what an ultimatum is. It's either or, and you're forcing someone to do that. Like, it's not just like, I like this, and I know you like this, so if you keep doing it,
Yeah.
it probably won't
But
work
you
out. Like, that's an exchange of feelings, whereas, like, yeah.
But you have an answer that you want the person to pick. And if they don't pick that, now you're going to be
Yeah, it's like a
sad.
manipulation tactic. It's...
I don't really respond well to ultimatums. But there's different things like, okay, like, you know, like, but like,
It's either him or me. Like, unfollow this guy or we're breaking up.
oh, that's wild. Like, be very for real. Be very for real.
People are like that.
Unfollow this man or those are two very extreme. Like, that's extreme.
Or what if it's, okay, let me put it like this, though, because technically this is an ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
Unfollow all of these girls on Instagram or we're breaking up. That happens every day.
Is that an ultimatum?
That's an ultimatum.
Yo, you're doing a lot right now.
That's an ultimatum.
Move, bro.
How? That's an ultimatum.
Like, now what?
Is that not an ultimatum? Unfollow all of these girls or we can't be together.
Do what you want to do. That's what I'm going to tell you. Do whatever your heart tells you to do right now without trying to do anything with me. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to break up with me, do that. You say that's what?
See, and then the problem with ultimatums is if you break up, say that's what it is. A girl's like, unfollow all these girls. And I say no. Now when she tells the story, she's
leaving it out.
She's gonna say
He wouldn't
we
give it
broke
up,
up
for me.
because he wouldn't unfollow girls on Instagram. That's not just like it's deeper than that. It's not just I wouldn't unfollow Bernice Burgos on Instagram. That's not what it is.
Bernice Burgos is crazy.
Like, don't go tell people we broke up because I wouldn't unfollow Bernice Burgos.
Fair.
That's not what happened. It's deeper than that. It's the principle.
I hear that.
Sign of a failing, about to be done relationship. Ultimatums.
Ultimatums get a little
Like a
nasty.
break.
Damn.
Yeah, a break is also a sign of a possibly ending relationship.
I'm sure it could occur where that works, you know, like where it's like either that or me, and they choose her, and it's like, oh, live happily ever after. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
happened once or twice, but
Yeah.
If your girl smashed another dude on a break, are you taking her back?
yeah, you know, I'm sure there's some people that had breaks where they didn't smash anybody and they took each other back after. Maybe that happened a couple
Are
times.
you taking her back?
Absolutely
If a
not.
man had her
Tresor,
riding
no.
the baloney pony on your break.
Why? There's so many stressful hypothetical situations.
Right? Like
this
every day we
episode,
just
man.
stress each other out
Oh
with
my
these
God.
hypotheticals.
No, absolutely not.
But we're on a break.
Then I'm starting. Why did we go on a break? Oh yeah, we shouldn't be together. Yeah, open and shut case, Johnson.
Really? Just because of little bacas?
Yes. Oh my
A
God.
lico
A lico-
bacas is crazy.
This has been the Relentless Diaries.
You're breaking up with me over little bacas on a break?
You're actually cheesy.
Break bacas?
Yo, stop. Like
Break-
we hit 2
Bro,
hours. You don't need to
you're
do.
breaking
No,
me
you
over
don't
a
need to do this.
bacas
We hit our quota. Eh?
A little bacas break and all of a sudden I'm single? Why?
You guys should be more considerate
know,
of
y'all
my
would-
past and things that have happened.
I think you guys would break up with us for a separation slurp. if a girl was throat babying me on our break, you guys would not like that either.
Nah. Separate.
That happened to you?
Yeah, I took him back.
Oh,
Your
my God.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh.
Before we end this episode, let's just really get into.
We're about to
Okay.
end the event. No, I need to get this nigga.
I'm sorry. You're off camera, but we're gonna do this. Okay, we're really gonna do this. Does she need a mic, or can we all hear? Like, what's going on?
We could just repeat.
Okay, yeah, we'll just repeat what you're saying. So you were with a man. Y'all were together, and then you went on a break, and he got sloppy toppy from another girl, just the top.
That's what he told me. It's the top.
So this is we're going off of what he said. He said he just got the top.
Got some bad news for you, sis.
Respectfully, it was likely more than top.
He's just trying to spare your feelings, though, but that's the
Did
sign
you
of a
do
good
anything
man.
with any other man?
No, it was a 5-day break.
5-day break.
Why do I keep exposing myself? Yeah.
5-day break, and he went and got head from another girl?
Yeah.
Nah, we're
Less
done.
than a
And
work
This is what I
week.
mean. Why did you
And
go
you
on a
took-
break in the first place?
you took
Like,
him back?
Well,
After 5 days?
To be fair, he told me like
Ooh.
months after it happened. So
Months after?
yes, but listen, I was young, and at the time, in the back of my, I felt like I couldn't be mad because it was so long in the past, and I kind of was just like,
Nah.
That's
No,
tough. That's
nah.
a sticky situation.
How old were you? How old were you?
See, I was like 19.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can get that off.
Yeah.
You can get a separation slurp at 19.
Oh my God, stop. But okay,
She needs
but if
to-
she got
she
a
needs
little,
to build some character
But if she
anyways.
got to break buckas, is he taking her back? Probably not, because men's egos are so fragile.
Yeah, we
I
know
can't
this.
be on all fours, but you can get your separation slurp.
Yeah,
Oh please.
I'm not saying it's right.
If you're getting, yeah. What if I get my
If
separation?
you're the
slurp?
one giving the slurp,
No, if I get it.
They eat my box.
What if I get the head?
I mean, we'd still be pissed, but
It wouldn't be as bad.
I don't think it would be
Men
as
are so
bad.
sensitive when it comes to
and
women.
maybe that's what
sucking.
a good break is when you both get, you get a separation slurp, you get a break backas, and
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't
both
think so.
gotta,
I
you
don't know
both
about
gotta
that.
get your lick back.
I don't know
And
about
me
that.
personally, I wouldn't be able to do it because
I.
of my ego and my imagination.
me
Yeah.
too, yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
no.
like, what if he's way better than I am?
and now I'm thinking about
That's
him,
gonna
you do
hurt
it.
me.
I tried, it's very public, that I've been, relationships and stuff and infidelity. I tried for a few days to be maybe
Get
she did
over
it.
Yeah.
Maybe she did it.
It just eats away at
because
you.
Yeah,
they
it's
tell
too
you
much.
one thing, and then you got to look at reality and what actually happened, and then you got to I think they would have never
Yeah.
do this. It got me for maybe 48 hours.
If you have to question it, they probably did it.
That's the thing. Yeah.
And
if
then-
you have to
If
think
you have
about
to
it.
really think about it and convince them they didn't do it, they did it.
And then the story that they're telling you, they're definitely leaving out parts.
Yeah.
And if they're not leaving out parts, you're adding parts
Yeah.
in your imagination.
Oh, stop! This is getting nasty. I don't want to talk about it. It's hurting my head. No, it's hurting my head.
Like, I can't,
Making my
bro.
stomach hurt.
Because I feel like if your girl cheats on you, you just automatically assume that the guy is just some 5-star meat slanger.
I just think. Well, I mean, and also
Like, yeah.
men, are
He had his
so,
foot on her neck.
men are so sensitive about women sucking dick. She's like, well, did you suck his dick? It's like, yes, I did. What the hell? Obviously.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just
No, I can't, yo.
I'm not saying from a cheating
This is
perspective.
way
Like I said,
too
I
much.
don't cheat. I would never cheat. I don't believe in cheating.
I need
I'm just
therapy
saying,
after this
like,
episode.
if you like, I'm
Holy
just saying,
shit.
like, I hate when men are like, oh, like, did you suck his dick though? Like, what? We
it's
had
just
sex.
as bad.
Yeah.
Whether she did or didn't, it's just
You're
as
some
bad,
sort of
bro.
masochist nigga if you ask that question and
Yeah,
genuinely
just
want an
certain
answer out of
questions-
that. Like, why
there's
would
just-
you ask that?
There's
bro?
just certain
Oh my
questions.
God.
There's certain questions just in life that I'm never asking a girl.
Really?
Yes.
There's some stuff you just.
I'm
don't
probably real. I'm not gonna ask you your body count. If you end
Okay.
up telling me, that's different. I'm not gonna ask.
Fair.
I'm not gonna ask if I'm the best sex that you've ever had. I'm not gonna. Even if I am, I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to know because I feel like that's one of those questions where this might just be like my ego. But even if you say I am and you're telling the truth, in my head I'm gonna be like, she's lying to make me feel better. And now I'm thinking a bunch of other things. I would just. I don't want to know. I don't want to know any of that.
Before we end this, I won't lie. I've definitely asked my friends that question in front of their man. But let's end that right here.
What?
Wait,
Let's
ask them.
end it. Thank
If
you
he's
so
the best
much
at-
for listening.
That's crazy.
To Relentless
You're such
Di-
an instigator.
Yo, listen,
oh my
we were playing
God.
a game, and I was told to ask a wild question, so I asked. I'm like, "Is he the best?"
Did
sex
they
you've ever
answer?
had? Yes, they've answered.
Was it
I'm not-
positive?
Did you fuck the room up?
we're
Like,
gonna-
what happened? What
No,
happened?
but I feel like
We're gonna end it
that's
right.
one of those situations where she, regardless if it's true or not, she has to say yes. She can't
Well,
embarrass you.
Maybe she said no. Who knows?
Nah, there's no way.
Anyways,
There's no way she said
thank
no.
you for
It's
listening.
impossible.
horrible human
everyone.
being if you don't lie in that
We'll see
situation.
you guys next week.
That's like proposing in
No,
public.
fuck that. You wanted to, like, I 2
End
hours,
here.
we were
That's
good.
like-
Now we want to do all the trauma
End
stories.
here.
That's like proposing
Thank
in public. You have to say yes to me. Even if you say no,
No,
tomorrow.
I don't. No, I don't.
Nah.
I
You can't do
don't.
that. You can't do that. You can't do that. No, you
Don't
can't
do
do
that.
that. You can't do that. You
Yes,
can't
I
do that.
can.
You can't do
Yes,
that.
I
You can't
can.
do that.
You
If you
propose-
care about me, you can't do that. Say no to me tomorrow. Just while we're
But
here.
now I'm giving you this high, and just to have you crash down.
Yes, I want to crash in private, not in public.
Okay, fair.
No, if there's I don't know. If there's a girl that you want to marry
Yeah,
and you're
and
gonna
imagine
ask her
she
this,
says yes.
and you are so on the wrong page that you're wrong, like she's gonna say
Yeah,
no.
but my thing is
there's
that
a dissonance, there's a disconnect there.
Before
Yeah.
we cut this, you have to be a
Bro.
very delusional man to propose. Like my thing, if she's saying no, clearly no conversation was had before this.
Yes, but if
Which
you,
is nuts to me. You
if
have
you-
to know that yes, we want to marry each other. Yes, like you know what I'm saying. Like marriage has to be talked about before the proposal is dropped.
yes, but if you care about me, you would not want to publicly ridicule
And if
me.
you care about me, you wouldn't have asked before we had
No,
this
some
conversation.
people are just delusional. Some people are like spur of the moment, like, you know what? I love her. I'm gonna marry her. And now he just pops the question. It's not always necessarily
I don't want
coming
a
from a
delusional
bad
man.
place. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I am not. There's no way that if you care about me, you should want me to be this embarrassed. Because anytime someone gets down on one knee in public, phones are coming out automatically.
Yeah.
And now you're viral because you said no to me for our proposal, and you supposedly care about me. No way. Tell me no tomorrow. I'd rather cry for a month in private than for a week in public.
Loneliness is
I will leave that
nowhere.
right there.
Leave it right there.
Loneliness is nowhere near as bad as being around people who don't want you, and people who prefer that scare the shit out of me.
I agree.
And that's where I'm gonna. That's
that's
the last
where
thing I'm
we're
gonna say
still-
about this.
You
End it, man.
But you could just do it tomorrow. Like, just say no tomorrow.
Wrap it up. Thank you everyone for listening.
Relentless.
We'll guys see you guys next week. Oh my god.